by service that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values, and please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter, and I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values, and please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we
I'll say Accra100.5 FM Citizen Show live on Benya FM Ewo Elimina Yemfana say Emma Elembele Western Region West End FM yeah almost say any various affiliate stations platforms yeah or more TNK and area. Ralph Ken are joining here from Labadi. Thank you Ralph. Judy Mensa Ewo has say Cecil Kwabena and so Ewo has say yeah da omo nyina say and area and so them kind come on be there and now with my sister lawyer Beatrice Anan Law Akwaba
Minya Bobie mi hu wache so bibia boko eya hwehwe me kakra
and na this year ni
Facebook blast because me posted flyer obi as na oba Bobie show na Bobie le say onya wa down from power asem na me say o muni Bobie oye mi ni papa. I'm happy to be here na oni say o show no nso nkrofo tie me say o fa church uber bibia obeko bia if you say bia Accra FM waji
Sure, thank you.
The production team and everybody, we are so appreciative of the work. Great. Sometimes miscommunication, people feel that they are not heard and seen. But me can my fat video so na me dey kasachre NDC for grassroots for branch executives, constituency executives obia say party beji to me obi die beba anapa obi die beba ewia obi die nso beba anajo na se ebia obi die aba na wo die maya mema wa bemu
take it easy
esanze obi baby amete no me Dr. Kalisis na ye juma pa na ye cha appointment no omo a omanya abotre no baby ana omo pe no omenya because heat no gusu na o the pressure by the better baby ama nanso mo munya abotre ehun se mpanyimfo no mo remfi mi because omu ni medwuma ya ye no omu na omunya baby na omu ni say ni daso won nso kra nti mesre branch executives constituency for obia say ye chechre man na ohwe mpanyimfo ne president Mahama ne ho modern a obo obi me no kasaka amenikum omo nampo na wadebi enti omo yiro mo ho say yesika sembe koyie emebunu benye ejuma chese bebia na MPP for the Ghana edru ansana president Mahama ebet na akonwa so na nya de ketwa
bad
na say anyere ye ho na ya nchechire ye man na yansa nhwe party a ebehayen na ya fine balance no sometimes a check akra nti e chasa no na obi ebisasa na wenso ye juma ampa omo boa NDC fo nyina omo ye campaign nyina president Mahama ni mpanyimfo mani so nenso ni nyina ntimi ma na preko nti ye besre se dodo na benya abotra amaye sane ye be ya amemmu no be ye fe ene me kasa na mabaha no obi be say there is nothing wrong with my shoulders nanso me no kasa no dollar na san by 11 cedi 80 pesos
muguso
ye hwe se be san akofom
muguso
nti se wo kasa ema abanya na wano nyina ye woso chese
when you
ajiwo trimu esanzo ni MPP nintia o se dollar na 17 cedi ye de abase na ama discussion ayede nanso ye chechiri oman no yati ase se party na ye vehicle no nso no e wo se ye nchechiri sa party no Inti grassroots for munka makomanto na Bobie me kana sa na makai eya na nkofo dwen say bia me ba TV so na me share politics ase
oh sache
me na me share politics ase kan sa na me beto aba na ye door to door e wo Kumase me kai nsuta ye hwie nso gu me so ade ntia na me
man posuta
e ka me chiro na
say ne woni kwa aman
me na me Kumase mini baby na eya na edin ne location nyama na me nhye dan
ompeke
na ye wie no kra na national service obi amoa me wo party ho obi a ye hwe nso egu me so no
obi avio
nenso ye twen ye and I need do and so men ka say twen to say me
we dey min twa no me no ka say ya na abranti bi asend me bi mpese me read it
but you read it.
I went to Minerals Commission at Accra and they directed me to NIMO Secretariat, which they told me to go to Koforidua, then Wenchi, then back to Eastern Region. I've been calling the commander of NIMOS in Koforidua number, and nobody is listening to me. I went way before Obekasano, because he said these are some of the Enyema we wake up. They don't say Omunya direct. Inti. Beatrice, ube sorry. Oh, ube sorry no.
And they no correct.
Not just a doctor. And yema a good phone so. And they say a cabranti be my mehano. Men can't say Jifa Gununa Oman is can't go high die. May I go afraid Jifa
Gunun salary.
Oh, yeah, maybe I can try.
Jifa Gunun salary.
Say, Papa, Munu for no afraid Jifa Gunun. What was I said to you? And never party how?
Unim. Mema mamu masanya mane hamu esanse imprepi na tisi America na ya communication so me wo bi ojini nti na nkofo dwen se wo committee bia ya princess ka ba eya na o church this week me hwe fees ametua
enye betel
enne me nua kumai ba samia ya ye calculations we say live with that yeah calculations are but the party people have every right
sure
me say wo be amanyosem and now we leader untimi interest nkrofo no wo kasa monfa monsangu wechi and monfa please and come people must be allowed to express themselves
because a big consensus near very genuine
a big consensus appointee dear Mr. Menim say why you busy and we can we na media number 3 meba
and I'm say na woni media Mugabe
and now so me 2 and then my 3 me what stations nyina na calls ba
anya betel
me wie na me se be 32 calls ba kon so 42 ba me wie ye no me Fred do omompo no wan fa on say appointees ya say from I me Fred I return into mestra appointees na juma no pressure woman no wan hwa wa obebodam nenso driver ejuma and na lawyer ejuma and na mason and also with their politics now be and na obesan ya appointee enti e wo say yenyere ye ho enti na Bobie me ko ba hye me anya me ejuma na sanet
say ye watchmen ya ni tarika no ho ya mate for edmonko ti say ya ibedi atim ni atim hweka ni ye
wanka kranke enti me so mestre appointees na say enye easy die eto de bia me ma no omutimi hwe me san ananse ba ko ka bisa me say can we order a mother online
now woko
because we say abia no mother na mother because on to na fie enti but nipa ho adwuma na wo ye nso benya abotre so de bi na wo church mu I'll call you back and now we die mintimi mwa nti yen hwe de ametimi de aboa nipa ye nipa obeti ase dodo na ampo se no messages a se o send me say power no mo dwen se me wo ni bi nti me say I don't have the powers to do this but we can explore this option no mo say for you to even respond I'm okay
it's okay
nti na dodo na so response no mo pe mesre me de me ye grassroots girl and I mean feeling no say o party ba power na say obi enfi wa me makomuda
enye easy
we kind of say we were in opposition when we were in power
but that time no what are opposition
nenso
you manage yourself.
We manage ourselves, but emanasa, and then me no kasano at a forcing nini team ewa Washington adintia. Near your friend to stabilize the macroeconomic indicators. Say ye seek a sem ebe ye ding. Na inyumokuo ebetimi a planning. No metimi me enyumenum aje emebunu bebregu ejumemo enunti. Enna NDC ye buy.
Baby, I would do me and Twan Common so na me musa sa question because me men kase mo opponents because I buy muno o ho magana fo nyina into obi betimi ubenya divergent views bebre you need to explain ubeti economist ni bi omso liabilities ne BOG board for ne finance for no omo artificial no more running intina dollar ne tisa no yema ye hu 2 years ebisi yema ye hu 3 years na say kura do say omo pompe dollar gum dodo. What is happening?
Bobie Ansah na make sure what is happening na Bobie say artificial dia artificial trese nipa na ye meboa ntare nanka MPP for bentimi anya artificial ni bi na dollar ne ba 17 cedis o ye bibi no bi gina chi o say efo ye de ade ma no say yeah afi na o say na de no artificial say omo say Bank of Ghana de ene no matam ska no mo de aba market nti na mo nim say yetumi tamska at the bar market Emma dollar ne be do 10 cedi ni 11 cedi ena omo no mo ti akonwa so no mo say ni panhwe no nto dollar 1 cedi 17 cedis ananke ekọ.
So you mean say enya artificial
ye free bibi fiscal discipline se usika ana eto ni nyina eba aban ho o hwe sa sika no na o hwe nyama wo betimi aye ye ba ye ye mfa over 400 million enkoto amna say ebesi cathedral.
Okay.
Inti no your friend fiscal prudence say wo sika no. Ye de bema school for secondary school for. Na ye de amom aduane say ye be ye mom expired food say ye hu MPP time. Ye de sa 549 million better textbooks amount kwada. Ye mfa enkoshe obi pass. Enti MPP for sasika na no mo de tu amena ene nya corruption the auditor general report bad this otiko krapai na NDC abanya ba President Mahama say ye de tu min hye won sai ye de siesie o man ye mfa nye ne akoma be na Bobie mete on be am pese me nko minya vacation bia na misika za no enye ntia enso na wo de wonsa I mean aban sika timamofo sika mu na wo so de sika cathedral sa nyaman ye jai edu baby ma men kan show asem we na men pese menka emra ye ba ya obeka ya President Mahama ka say ye betua contractors then ye be ya big push no akwan ni suku akese na ya resabia akese ye be sha ase no ye ka say ye betua contractors. Na Bobie ye audit no me say finance for ankasa beba be kan munwie na over 1 billion na a fraudulent payment MPP for aye and na sika
I think say Mati say NDCP for also can the same thing
and na sika no aban core cabinet o say 1 billion aye de be fraudulent payments dia mama yenfentua nurses ni pharmacists nti nurses ne pharmacists MPP for omo na sike nu ho ye de betu omo nti no 10 months ye nti omo kan.
Are you see the scar ho?
Why are you be
Doctor are you?
And are you ne ka de na me hu na me say na me say me hu na anya are you ne ko ka say galamzo munjai and anya say are you no but me munjai kan I enjoy
it scar ho omo ma omo
kon discuss na munjai
omo clearance and all that so which means
politics yenya ebio enya you nkwa na ye politics adenti na nurses ne baaye no are you entimi ambe kasa momo then so twen ya ma Minister of Health ne ka say ye betuo mo end of November until next month they musika
maybe you are your spokesperson
Na se sia do your spokesperson.
At least so we know honorable candor exposing the government. So then he needs to come in to explain.
And before the agrobika no mudi number 86 na kan one hwe ke beka be 44. Esan say near your friend responsible opposition. Na say opposition yen so yatna hoda.
Yes.
But you opposition a unim wo wadaje. Now the year research and your offer budget here and you now working kind and now what you say nti just say also can sign your ranking. Oh, but as ranking na. Nyama o de ba be gu ho no be hu na aban no ho akere no. MPP for say ye ne omo na ye politics wo kroma no mu ntumi hume. Na pressure bi a ye mom no. Nti wo be your position ranking on health die. Na nka wo be ka say ye call ye no we left this fund allocated. Na sika wo ho de say ye kan no. Enye na do ne ka say ye tesika so so come de o ba ye no wan sorry sika so. Dey no ye. O wie ayu na o kan. Bisa say na buying better na akonya so 8 years. Hospital ba component mi ensi. Hospital ya resabia ba ko. Mi ami kromo Labadi polyclinic ka do mu juri e ho na ye wo mechi ba. O mu juri ko ye afi na President Mahama amo musika yese peje mu esi until before the say omunyo opposition for a ka omasam nenso Ghana for ATA yen e was say yen hwehwe nsem num nchro mo no e was so mu say ni adoni friend of fiscal discipline say sika wo ho a yen fa nya katachi say project dream ne kankan nenso ye de hye baby a ebeboa na temamfo ho atom na dollar na ba for na so nim Kofi broke man Bobie do baby ko to Kofi broke man cry say 70 do be say dollar kosro.
Yeah.
Adentia. It sounds a dollar na ya the top petrol. It is a dollar kosro a lorry fence so kosro. Nan yo kofa ne broad dia obeto tum so no. Price never kosro.
Definitely.
Inti yamfa dollar ndia broad dia die nanso it sounds say
a chain.
A chain inti no. Inti say dollar ba forma ya de papa and my businesses and no more ton cars about so kind for I some year MPP for kra almost we dear ame NDC are buying aye juma na se bona sa na we ya buying a wo ye juma che se so enia e was who say opposition there obenye bi
mami musa council sir issues about a fiscal discipline where you say yes we agree fiscal we say now we are talking about the dollar, we are talking about petrol prices. The question is some businessman amebusa lawyer Beatrice say enyama modi egu akwam no sustainable. Can we enter next year and as you bedru Christmas bronya ne ba na dollar no style be mubenya excuse and I say mubenya sustain ye e de yakol like Charlie ye de moko we drive him ye de moko no fears
asema medical can say President Mahama second coming way dear your friend in legacy term na legacy term na se ne say membe ye nanim ha ya na ochna sorry asesa enti anyama ne nhihye ya ye na sustainable Mr. President Mahama oyobia just say JJ Krase okano credo nti onye African president so obekaya president catch and say emra dollar ne credo 10 na e ko 9 in fact I say ba 8 imposa mekaya no ama 8 na ye na ye pese emra 8 na ye discuss e wo bi oji say na ye pese anke emra 8 odi kan be catch Ghana for say the real value of the currency is between 10 to 12.
Okay.
That's that time never form. Okay, basically there politics. Now I say, you see, to say Baumia, we have locked the dollar, we have given the keys to IGP, and then Numudra, and bro, ebedu paka.
Remember that form.
Remember you know that form. Remember you know that name. I say man, you want then this akasa na come.
Yeah, it didn't man carry no.
Aye. Inti, you didn't see that. Leader or canokre or say dollar no ye nimsa na ho den between 10 to 12 nti ye nhwehwe ye nyina no say ye sorry ochna manen ko 17 cedis e manen ba 15 cedis nti no we are putting in place measures nti do baby care ko 12 cedi 40 pesos and then about 11 cedi 80 pesos ochna betimi akọ 11 cedi 50%. Nia broni kan say your friend be relative stability. Ghana you need fixed income rate. Fixed income fixed exchange rates na you say Usika no beka say oko baby $1 is to 10 cedis. Oko soro ba $1. Ye no near ema dollar necessary a demand of the forces of demand and supply. Nkrofo send here dollar e de kwakoto ade e wo amanone. E na nyama ye wa hanon so ne dodo say na ye de kwa ye ton a ye tumi nya dollar de ba. Nti sa forces no na e be depend.
So with this analysis, on social media and even metie kra no me hwe comments yeah obi ebinu so ye nya dollar ne bi nto aba 11 something and so what ye nya dollar mfa ntu enkoto niema ye nya dollar from the banks. So these are some of the complaints you hear from the business community.
Unim,
tell me.
And then my banker bikra frame and I may go through process or see him in life picture ni Ghana can or see Bank of Ghana regulation be bring am see we dey me or Bank of Ghana so asem ho ya akere me adenti ye audit no ye hu say nipa bonifuo bi ema ye dollar nsem entimi ngina onim ni omoye omoji invoice no so wato ade wo bi ho wo China $1 million into here Bank of Ghana say yen sending $1 million and come China company no Bobie scan
ko invoice no from
me say scan ko drew her on tonhwe ade oto nyina ye be $50,000 na scan akwa abruchi
oh
me na me kamechro so wunima obeka say John Mahama nyama ode ba no wehu this oye kromfo pa na obeka say John Mahama nye nipa papa na nhyehyɛ ya de aba san ye be ye be
Chinese company timi ko na
ye China nko ebi wo ha wo Brazil ebi wo ha foreign company
no na kunaive o se mama invoice
$1 million
no abeye order wo ha
no abeye na de $1 million ko
but meanwhile no 50,000
nya wo de bebe nyina 50,000
dia ka no ode de
eno na ye bisa no nti afi no Bank of Ghana say nyama mienu se ode bibi bana wo tre se o to ade a e wo so ntumi fa krata embetre
krata ben
krata supporting document beyond the invoice, something to show or terms of contract, something to show obi otumi tre bibi ano nya dollar no ko omo so omunya dollar no e yo mo a je se o the instruction ko me peme bi some question me say mi amisika na businessman bia on a bank ye ejuma no utimi nye bi minim bank obeka say there is shortage of dollar in the system and then me no kasa no ebi obi wo ha o se me ye ejuma na dollar ba ye tua ne invoice Bobie dollar ne ba ya o se o yi ne dollar cash na we hu businessman na utimi na dollar no Ghana ye di dollar enye sidi na ye di sanya ma we ne masisi ya da pa mo ne na sefo to minya dollar physical cash e de ko show mo pass ne ja o mo ejuma no wanye e no munya o musika nti dollar no 17 cedi ka no so sa on hwe na timamufo ho kire o mo ye se nkrofo mienu miensa na 10 be benefit na kro ni nyina Ghana nyina ho be kire ne de na sa nkofo no mo complain na Ghana ni timamufo ho ntom Inti inshye papa President Mahamadi ba.
But is it true say obi timi decide say o yi dollar no e de free Ghana say be yam ho be kire mo.
Oh, e bi na make an e bi ni say fake invoices no. Inti invoice no de aba no say company 10 years say and 10 million 100 years inti a bit to me inti we are putting in place measures obia ye nyina ye ko school abrochire ye tua fees ye just say obia nu ho beka say o per dollar onya and then no kasa na fe bibi the reserve Bank of Ghana reserve e wo ho no say ye pese nyama ye kra nyina ba na ye pese ye kra nyina ye betimi akra sa 4 months and half MPP time na 2 weeks untumi nkra nyama beyond 2 weeks omo reserve no say yes say the yesika ekra nyama ye ntumi nkra beyond 2 weeks
yeah be so yen say but we betu di akoboso me 9
fa e bi currency da normally no international standard say 3 months and Ghana you 4 months and half.
Are you sure?
Oh Bobie Menya sure say.
Any politics now?
Oh, Bobie. Only men people need be a friend, no friend bra. No be yan.
No, say be your money new so they
and this is only your problem back home. Ye nim slogan.
Okay.
Into way MPP for na adie we make Canada dead the way no more ya. And come no operation stabilize the city. And then you'll be sorry, operation stabilize the city, operation where your import cover. President Mahama say, and then and apart in America, Ghana ha okonofa about 113 communities on Omenya Kania. 8 years no muda soon, and they are connected almost to the national grid. Na ya satra. It's Ansah President Mahama say, "Se nipa ni Kania, mane Kania."
You are said so provided.
What said yes, so provided. And yet, Bibia, MPP and come back to Operation Light Your Region. And then will be Operation Light. Aye. And so that's not TV so or say, yeah, you Operation Light Your Region. President Mahama said Ghana. A hawa a dire so. Important bebre no munia kwine papa. Just say suku nyama ye pese ye nyana ye addition ko ye nim in hyehyɛ ye de beba na about time ho beto mo emma mema benye bi church drive onim say o show we mo mutie pa ye church drivers
thank you
utna church mo a and ye by force obeti Accra FM na church drivers benye bi taxi drivers obia ho beto no eno na wo hwe on hwe slogan because onim MPP for the years slogans ano. Afi o kofoma na accommodate nkrofo. Free SHS. Na ye ka se nkwada na mo ho kyerɛ mo. Nkwala na da fam, aduane ni ho. Bibia se omo se NDC for the mo betwa free SHS mo ene ye edu baby ka ye say review means cancel. Omo so mo no makoye o ne Harvard ne hehe so review obrofo mo ye cancel. And then the NDC for mum pay a year, and then and na nkwadano kwa koto aba so mututia MPP aban and so na ye was slogan free SHS and then what the class say suku bi wo hwa or say oni aduane what be da enya de be operation enhance free SHS nkwadano ekomodi omo
just provide food.
MPP 4 years, basic school, textbook, try anya allocation among. Secondary school mpodi ebobo edu baby na yakọ print pasco. Na pulmonary asante bedi etu omo no mo pre contract, you be print past questions. Nkwada no just only omo kasa basic knowledge ne ebi ni ho. Adenti ye de nkwada daachi ye politics. Na say nya na yeti ekrom. Omo anom wa benya be ministers.
Obi nu bedi nkomo street mu on social media. Oh, yes, dollar ni jina we jina na auto aduane say na auto we say
no correct
mo tesa de we eye government communication mo tesa niema we. How do you respond to this?
Bobie no correct me in some na mechanism me my economics pa na emra na me economics or class no so mo chere o say hold everything constant and then you will get this result. And no, Dr. Bobie, I know. I say I'm holding this constant, and I'll get this result. So theoretical economics. Then so what the back you're sitting more. You can't hold the lives of people constant. And say you're not variable soon. And see, if I say a net inflation is single digits 9.4. The World Bank even predicts Bloomberg even further down. Your currency is strong, Nancy, you be sasa your toy giant saying, Unim Nanka NDC ama, and Kayabetono Sensa. It's unsaid with the same macroeconomic inflation and our macroeconomic indicators. No, and Nuntina 2024 Obekaya from June ho Okoto sugar and na 7 cedi, or Shamako na 7 cedi 50 pesos. Uti anye ye kana on a mamma no provision shop no kwa. Obesanko kale na cities adentia because na sa nyama na ye friend macroeconomic indicators na nye stable but no za woto dok no kra na woto ne 5 cities a o hwa nyama e ba na utumi hu se in the next 6 months, it will be stable. Into businesses can plan. Now, ya can say no. Yeah, boy, your home modern says, it will reflect in the prices. And see, yeah, that's not hano. You enjoy your num, your moy and some running, and it's now Operation Reduce CD. Operation CD this, Operation CD this. It's Ansah President Muhammad Da. Ne da your sum, ne ni da so ne say. Obema timamufo ho atom. Church driver betimi aka say, me de me MPP ni nso de NDC aban we ba ye de o ma yire om ho. Ana me de me nya politics. Nanso say NDC ewo ana NDC ti akonwa ne so a. Eya me mpotem no mo no mutimi di kanea ne nsuo ni suku ni ade papa bi aba. Inti ye kana sana ye nka no ashebe rofo ne keko enye ashebe ne na ya beka in the struggle for Ghana's independence ya kana sana ye hwe humana ye ka macroeconomic indicators ne dollar no na ye hwe se yetimamufo no masese na memfa bibi na my example
okay
onim se NHIS na sikane ba MPP force munim Ghana for ka dem payare dodo nti sika no ye chem na buy afafa menim ne ye omode ye na NHIS no ka ye ntimi ntua nti na we call hospital ye say ye ni eduro ana akotua ope eduro we akotua ana eduro be bi kare ye say pese on be join the line ene tua sanya me we nyina adentia they capped the NHIS and then me no kasa no hospital bi eni ho betimi aka say aban edeneka MPP for ko a car omuja 603 million cedis NDC abetua saska ni.
No, but I think last week I heard some hospitals
Debi Debi and ya fe no mo de validation akọ eno ko mo de kwa under MPP no be 2 months na yentua this time a new 1 month hospital being when they on submitted your debetuano and there is something wrong with the invoices submitted.
Okay, Biana claims no.
Biana, there is a technical issue with the claim.
Okay. And okay, because doctor, I think I saw.
They say there is no arrears.
Any arrears issues.
Arrears issues. There is 1 month backlog crane.
Okay.
Abaya. Or peset mamufo hun tomu any abaya make an wasem. But you saw just ask him. And before or mope BBDU.
Oh yes, of course.
And this is for but and yes sir. Send ye beya to mamufo hun beto munti inti ye macroeconomic bro for akesiano. Na ye bisan so say in mebuno no or mobenye juma na. Na ye bisa se ema ko jom no motonwa ye beto ana. Na ye bisa se se emema ko no mo ko ye by day na woni ska ka obesi dan ya by day na odi bi crab nti ya tiase no mo ngan jo he me se me president Mahama ene ne secretary na what the same floor Bobie hwi ni ho asesa from opposition to power o se bibia asesa ejuma ne na ayeden because president Mahama no ko na what be
pressure na double.
Me say Saturday Sunday ne kra na odwens ode no ho becha Africa na ne energy level no. Nti yesra mo mo ben mo kanya ne onda kakra na ye na onne bi. Ene minister na say ya na ode report ba otiase say bebia na kuro na kodru na yenyama nyina say bebia na katase she pro ye dream ni kanka menim say beba galamsey. Ene me ne wo kasa no. MPP ni hwe omo beka about aban we so obi de nsabo aban sikemu ewia sika ana ebi ni ho na ifa na scandal
na mutimi manage sa de no because ye kai 2017 Samre na boss
cash for moving pina
how had they na mutimi manage what happened
and na ya ameka say NDC ni MPP no ye nyina ye political party die nenso the open development abanya say yete dem na ye kasa ye hwe the people Bobie mama mi saw nti wo si fie ni kakraka so bedroom ba ko pe na
sure
na bedroom no nso kra na ye kese ye kra na empa ba ko pe na mpa na ye mienu kra na obeda baby baako pe na mpa baako so no abenso baby baako pe na o to say me a na wo da one sport a this when you at there na wasaboka because unzimi rolling po so rolling ka dey say dey acho me dey da fa ko na this me at
body no ketua
bi inti sa wo de wonsa ene ke no foriata oye Bobie uye Ghana ni na undi fufu a ya o inti disi ho benya fufu edi
be disamu
enya pizza no so ne yare na onye onti vindi pizza no inti an dey double trouble so there is no merit in say obekwa koye bibia ebegu abenhu fi na president Mahama no.
Don't you think obi be ne obey argument so maybe you guys are managing things well PNMP e pia na obi abehu
na MPP for no omo na mo beka sanya omo na mo beka sankrofo na chi omo sankrofo no so mo da ho ati Ghana
omo nko baby ya
enti dia na ye manage well MPP CSOs ne Fourth Estate ne na omo expose corruption omo da ho omo nko na me office na kra no
kapre motro so
intuo ne kra no se me kasa me pe bela kwa no kwa omo ne omo pe omo untimi kra nkaza ope la pela we ete onje na maka se ne won na de bebreo na wonu ma akwe inti president Mahama no nso no Bobie ope wasem te se den na okoye bone obepamo enye papa we na o se Victoria Hama nkot na efie sanse o say so nya sike bi anke ne de no enya papa we no no a Vivian Lamte ye ka so ode o sikot na fie na wo obepam one time inti ama discipline bi aba party no MPP for ya no mo de sere NDC for de munni musika NDC for de just say okọ cantonment kro munni fie ade no president Mahama say o ya ban mu nipa mento aban asase or says aban scholarship one more what said then men ko pe bi nko suku enye ne a gifty oware ene ni kunu nyina ne dama omsai chief nya ka o munya scholarship bi
areho
na o say intimate way se mintumi ntua me school fees a ene onim ne fa no Coursera ene besua wo Coursera sa na onya usika o de account because aban scholarship mintumi nya bi se si akade o se men koye small scale mining even if it's legal o se men koye inti inhyehyɛ na wa launch code of conduct o ye ke o bete keke
ebe you
to say fidie na dia na ya ba bebre nya baby na wo ya ma wakonya se kosoma
bedi rough
wo de ko pejapade ya chewa ene na no ebusuafo akosna no bi fofo abesom.
Okay, so which means that lean government no so ma pressure abamoso
they say ministers nka 58 enye 60
because who did rough
nkofo atwen no na wo ndisi momo makọ school no e ya deketwa
we ya rough
into wo na ene ya kai wo na wo be ya rough be fall say rapture
say dog to say what
dog say
oh body sound
oh change e man the presidential staff now
body now say yeah radio manfa
medical doctor
why you say but because he wants to serve his country. I mean, he wants to prove a point.
But Bobie di agro no eni brasem ne say orientation na ye dia ma appointees nya ye say aban sika eya aban dia aban sika timamfo dia nti memfa wo sika embebo aban sika mu so wo pe wo crutch nsam ne wa kesesem aya ene ye fa green letter ne bra na kona koye won crutch sem na se wo besom ne die untimi nye sa anyama ena president Mahama nso nya clearing agent ni suku okọ enyina wan ko ni clearing agent wo mu nti se ye chewa nti wo krampo no ma ye nchew wo krampo unye
unkoye no apese ye nchew
Bobie ye nso ye nyini na me se me nyini na mama me osika kakra o na eya minim nya sika no beyond a certain level no minim nya ye de ye this a watch me because me tell an meduane a me pepa ya anwamo na anwamo no sami je mfikira anwamo pa no pe ka o se skafo na anwamo ahe na o ya o de be di anwamo ahe
ko so mienu ayachi
na nse me di abenkwa ne gari ne de no se ane na be my second favorite the happiness. So sometimes MPP for no na akoye to say competition what Cecilia da power be $1 million one impasse. Into on baby or one or pay $2 million. Me brother Samia ne I calculations I ba. Into nya dia competition bi wo say we akọ sika ban people for no na competition.
But they be no argue say you no na tem bia no mbenya sika side ya betumo.
But
what is the argument no?
Bobie me tell argument no nanso say me
MPP penny this year you catch him say almost should reserve almost $400 million at the home. Yeah, on the baby face for 2028.
Mami can show BB.
Catch him.
Say yeah call 2024 election. Na sika MPP as a government wonu be dwane. Na ba omi campaign na odi echi. Me say ya ko ya campaign na ya kasa na ya ihu ayire Ghana for ya mom hope ukoya na ye de money oil ne fertilizer ni sika na ye beche edu baby asen of want chaso poku sika na ye di nti se u be bu man a setima mfo omunyimi yo sabi nti se u ri o musika na obeche omobedi no ma se to etiawo nti sanka ye sika na ye de win election dia anka 2024 NDC ye win cause do baby ne kra na sika na e bi mudi tonso kra campaign na ye den nanso Ghana fo hu say MPP for o must say o mine na debt exchange na exchange rate unemployment rate arrogance of power na eye basa o mo jisika ni die nti sa 400 million o ma reserve no Ghana for besa agye di na sika no wan fa kwan papa so enya nature has a way of taking it back and now omo yare omo kan omo yare omo san come Mayo clinic some dey me yare am na na be some yare ne herbal medicine ti yare ne kam me ti aka me ni yare bia omo no mo yare kase a ye broni nti de bia ska no mo wi ya san tam e de koma broni doctor. Nature has a way of taking it back. Nti NDC die me share party ni din say kwan ya ye nam so ye nkosa man ye kota MPP for ye say nti so they are not our standard. Yen ye fe bibi egalitarian principle say ye nyina ye ho betoye say sika na ba ye de be say yare sabia ye de be yi kwan ye de kanea beko miamia so saa na ye te ase say enunti na ye to so aba
ma memfa we na ye mon pansa na ya galamse no so ne de akwa wie so NDC awa ba mu be 9 months or 10 right?
Yes.
Would you say yamfana say the your health sector student unions and I say education front any other institutions and what's would you say my fair to NDC administration looking at a year 9 months 10 months per mwedi and I say Moji say we dey bibi wom and also almost said that they don't have any case. Bobie, which is which?
Bobie, answer na me answer on the car no. And then me sorry na me tie radio na me hwe TV na me ni age oni nti. And then journalist bia at the topic ebe to table so a. And one say wan hwe ne a opel. On hwe ne a ye de be kunu. On hwe ne a ebema ne yere anani kunu abohu say adenti na wo kan asem we ene journalist bi eni ho akot na South Africa ana obi a obeka say ye kumi ana mesro say ye be kumi fresh air
no,
government.
But they will tell you that they have some few
Which
people
one?
they have been arrested. A fantasy comedy
can't journalists
okay, but so when you Ghana for
irresponsible comments, me no. Someone say me critical.
Okay, anyway,
me MPP for to me criticize me.
Yes,
Me very critical.
I know
because me jin di say so unya akwenya to say me name bebe kasa no. Say me na me kita microphone so obi anya me yes amasa.
Yeah.
Ko microphone di si obi eni mo betimi akasa.
Obi a.
Wo na wenya akwenya. Nti say wo ye panyin a enkyere say e wo say e bebu panyin there. But enkyere say please penny ya de bonena affect wa e was so nka nti me your position na me very critical nti me no me nka say ene ya ba na obi ya critical ba me nka omo ya irresponsible comments me ku we eno kra de legal matters enye journalism na enye no mo kra na ye ka nti sa fancy comedy those one na say MPP for one ne kan kwasa san okro mu asabi si abronye enyo no na ho MPP for Nankasa, they are not proud of him. Kennedy, Japan, and the upper president.
I'm referring to
me saying, yeah, maybe like a crack. I won't mean more. I was station. Will be President Mahama, and yeah, A+ na downfall. Yeah, a chromo, how when did President Mahama attempt saying A+? That's why you're not downfall. So, yeah, na, ye wa bemuno, yet ya say ye wa bemun kwa. Timamufuo na ama ye ntumi no omo ehu kwan se bibi nyo omo da omo beka se necessary ko ye demonstration se ne aban ni omo to payroll so a ye se permanently ya pesika no e de amomo enti yanso it will go to our credit say over 10,000 nurses have been employed by the NDC but omanya ne saa anka bia mante anka e bia wante enti ye president Mahama nankasa nanse wo hia CSO ongalamse o se yesremu ejana de mommo Bobie mu jana o mobonne e bia no hye nanso ejana mommo esan se mu bo jana e na ye nso ye de be kai ye ho se my relax my nyese enti NDC aban enya aban aye ba yesi kawanu tum yesi we brofo nya de yesi he de bida esan se hwe se ye chechre man a nia doctor beka no minye medical doctor antini mi hu me de ne be security ne mandamos ne ekeka ho because eno na ye tete me se me ye lawyer enti se ye tie doctor de na ye tie lawyer de na ye tie mason ni de na ye tie driver me na me can building Ghana to President Mahama ye na ukodru kro ni
bi na ye hia
ukodru kro ni bi na wotene omo ka wotumi hu se we no bofo no ntem so wadwen se wa we lawyer enti ye tie obia de broni kan say no one person is a repository of knowledge enti ye tie obia de na ye de achechiro man na ye enti ye ente say MPP for na nado na oka na asem wose ne te kwa pai oka na asem wose na na yen kama asem oka na asem MPP for se na den de bi President Mahama de ono ase onne mu na echechire man onne Ghana fo na ebu man nti montra mo adwen sane ye be ya yenso a ye kita tumi no ye be hu se we na timamfo ne na ye bagalam se o meka kire assembly about community mining ne nti asade ni fairly under MPP ebi nie o kan bia o mo so mo nte o mo no mo nim bibia o beka ya debt exchange beye the march of the year na debt exchange ne bae no and not to force any minority force start to say honorable adongo mu ka say baby aye kono ye benya debt exchange ye be ye haircut obeka na na do na ne bro for the dead me kai Sunday bi or say there will be no haircut and I can assure the people of Ghana the NDC enene enya haircut granya santo kan
real kwale
nenso na nko tie NDC samre na anke bia sa cathedral na na ko mankotu bia sika omo say e wonya me bi ho manye na pension funds anko mo hotom
so which means omo ye demonstration ye and agitations no I mean they are right
they are wrong saying they are right na onkai nansen okateche free fan in groups omo demonstration na ayesana na police na ko file ex parte application na ye say me mo nko obeka ya attorney general ho no ko no say we from this law they said nya MPP 4 year 8 years into mo nko ho na ye mo demonstration ko mo nko mo 22 me kan ya pa no mo 22 then so ya demonstration ye wi aban engu eti om komo we are moving
on right
you're more right enti aban bi say and there was say ye man ntena akonwa so Send a bay away to Mumini now, person on Madame for 22-year demonstration. Waiting, I be. It is your right. Some way nurses, no more person when you demonstration. And ya buy na time and na MPP for ne wa bem no. Bobie me so obas radio bia obepon no bia suro ma. Now we have from mommy, hey now oba no nto ne fo. Now we have friends say, hey now oba no nsuro. Esanse no bia suro ma say okasa aden na ote wo man. Now ko BBC ne for CNN ne Fox a. And you heard the Democrats in the Muntimi nyo.
Almost same.
Or more heard the almost same. Then so they move forward as a nation. They agree on a number of things. And say no, abain papa na aba.
Yeah. Be galam saying mami busa gold board. Impact be nenya on this economy.
Monganja samije infi say I was on me for gold board. Minya mama nkan show na we no. Enye se samiye minua be manti ba ye mo samia baso. Me ka se bia ye the different CEO na call gold board them PMMC a. Anka bia ye duru be bia ye duru no. Cause ame do ye workaholic. Na Ansah na gold board beba no. Minya se obeka ya Lester Matia say na otumi to galamsey gold e wona na do ne allies o se okay.
Gold mafia.
Sa time no se nkrofonya gold a ebi di ko fa Cote d'Ivoire ebi di fa airport nchenchen no mo de ko Dubai na ya koton na Ghana nkasa ye kita mineral resources no ye nya ho mfaso nti emra ye campaign na President Mahama ka say o hwe de wi anka ye koko na koko Ansah na NDC be fi akonwe mu in 2016 na nka ye ko almost 1 million tons na koko timi buo ma ye seed no stabilize no e wo say ye ntimi nya ye gold sa enti they said the we ye wo koko board no e na ye de gold board buy na ye de gold board buy na ye share mra say gold bia ye betu wo Ghana ye legal say small scale large scale no ma obi enya tumi enton ewo outside the country except gold board unimnentia sane be ya sika no Bobie sika ne ba enko sami bottom enko we bottom ba ebe ba aban ho na be ye ba first ewo Bank of Ghana enti ne sidi na wu se nya honden no gold board edimu just say it plays a major role.
I see.
Na nze onim MPP for who say gold board and na boa pass na be cedi ne benya ahonden no and omoka so and the gold board galamsey gold no moto nanso na mi fa ofidie so aka kire tiefu nyina say gold board omoto goals no ewo baby mienu 20% large scale mining new money akese no omoto
records wo
records wo
I see.
Eno no omoto so that they will export for the exchange rates to come to government afi ni aka no omoto will license small scale miners into gold board card they be new 6 months card no mote nanso omo start processes a omo de bibia ye friend tracking beba so ne be ya odi gold ne ba enya wo na oba be fill form aka say meto wo Kwabena company limited nanso e betimi a track ya hwe say wo gold ya odi be if you license they said the way a wo kan na into traceability because international principle say you would mine in very sustainable ways but for me who say will be able to sustainability into ye den hwehweye eba inhwehweye no ye di bia ba ye pilot boa.
No, but they are complaining say even with the smaller scale miners no omo di ya with the pricing because Senkebia or the Cote d'Ivoire or the Burkina Obenya price was low. So which means Ghana government, the NDC government is ripping them off.
And yes, say Ghana government is ripping them off. Near etene say no because BBI regulated no. Say Bank of Ghana $1 to to say 11 cedi 80 pesos. So who ton gold $10 it is to the exchange rate of 11 cedi 80 pesos.
I see.
Nenso emra na gold board in hono na ye to say kalabule same pe gold menso me pe gold wo Bobie on our gold no same say woni me mema of 13 cedis mama gold na menso me say mema of 13.5 and then there was on so pesca so the mama 13.5 so it was not pegged to the exchange rate. In the end, underhand dealing or because my gold in some of the fat Cote d'Ivoire.
But with this, no, then which means a better say cocoa body and Papa for Beshas smuggled Yako.
And it's a smuggling no. The see come no because a sparkling no one tea at a chum over Kayan and saying gold board every year press conference and the pictures be to draw or moana or money Ghana for a smuggle gold unim. I was say Ghana for a day or do a type President Mahamechi na yemfanye gold board no because for the longest time you see gold board no me see NDC for eno mundo menum ena NDC ena yemfanyama enwohwaye ho na gold board for me is one of the most brilliant ideas on how to use your mineral deposits. Because Ghana na yesika yenyanyina on gold nia taxes are new months money big companies ni tua nia ke nyina no individual Indian for and na Ghana for kan nke to gold na nke nyemeya Indian for ne Pakistan for ne Hindustan for omuno most Canada ton enti na enti na MPP aban mu nso no na do na so la sulala no menya go ni bi no so maton nti it was a hazard nti MPP for na de omo ha kire omo pa men kan da Alista Matthias because oba na wo Bobie otumi kire say gold no kokona ha na koto a so no so be pa bibia ma but se ye din hyehyɛ ya ba se sa nyama ni nyina eno na de fraud bebre ba no be the clay I was spraying gold or cement because Bibia was haphazard. Na ye wo goodie say na de bia ye sidi no na say na ye ni sika na ebi mo dollar na ebi ba o se fafa Togo mame. Sika ne ba o se de bi o de fa Ghana minti nti fafa Cote d'Ivoire ana fa ko hia me anti bia o Saskatchewan ana sa nyama ni nyina ye se ye twam. Se ne be ya ye nyina ye benya ye gold no ho mfaso emra ye ku etia galamse na ye kase mumma ye mfa kwan papa so na ye mfenya saa egudie na ebetumi ede benefit abren ye nyina no enti so obi di propaganda betum say oh gold board to illegal omoboa omo yesa no mo ho na akere omo
ujidi
oh omo na mo presidency a omo MPP abemu omo yesa nya enimo
lawyer ujidi
oh Bobie me nka de ade ba kwa me mpese me ye ne say bia me kasama abanti no na me twantro se bi me oba nyama bi wo ho a mema na mema de mo ba ai mema
any agenda also who don't have your hosre who is it happening here say hosre
mema de na mo e be wild fa
e be na yakona fast na say
me twantro because and I was me say President Mahama osori na pa consultation meetings all year briefings a onya any reporting systems are creating no. And the reason also is that why your president that enti boni kind of benefits of hindsight no untumi nji won ho because sometimes so to me even say hey Charlie the president is smart because why be that into say experience no and all day but say why president that ebrana PMMC wo ho and then na waba no say me say some PMMC dia call gold board because me tna
anya for NDC mo personal benefit
personal benefits na boya Bobie chairman na me nkonya bi because me dia me ho share me pa
that is the social media more opponents
personal benefits yeah opponents na dia they
are Ghanaians.
Mr. MP before this, so my confused.
They are also Ghanaians. They are also Ghanaians.
Kennedy, Japan, they say MP before can no more kasa. Asem we could be so depending on Baumia and Kennedy Japan Ansah ne cry different. Nti omo de say they are going through a lot of emotional instability.
2028 erade adom Yesu ama yete ase yete nkwam ubetumi abetena di sankomo ya wudi ye
me patch of frame bra. In fact 2028 crowd ye na ye better. Say good boy they did 6 months.
Yes.
Into 2028 crowd na ye better na ye tumia track na ye who the real inflows 2028 na ye tumia.
So which means you don't believe in Kofi Bentel argument on gold board?
Na say Kofi Bentel arguments na e hwa anko no hu say asema okan anya no kre me Kofi Bentel me na call school ye koye financial market so ye madam for pa ono o say asema okan no ni basis no e research bi omo ye between 2016 to 20 Mr. Gold Board abene by 2025 agroni bi go hwa na ya doso
maybe the indicators of who that time no who the same indicators today.
Oni Bobie na man here mobokra na say omo okoti omo research trika ba ka say Mr. research na o say wa koti na nya sa na ye kan enye kra o na baby on so mpe Kofi Bentel asem sa me
busa
say and this is the reason Kwabena say yesre ya na ye we yanka ne ho kan enye no creda. You can say there are challenges in the system. Say ABR, maybe it is not 100% and all that. But untiminka say 80% of gold board gold illegal. That is a loose and false statement. It is never true. Gold board does not buy from illegal miners. Final.
I'll come back. Near Bobie Ragalan, same near the live on Accra100.5 Citizen Show Tuesday afternoon. Obenum Sukakra. Na meba
are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space, you were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter, and I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about.
Sad video, me person de chair council na ohwe ade wasa apeja na ohwe sede asase esi aye and me pese council hwe emaye na ye bagalam say ni so na de
I am free, Wasakupon Road, and you could see the mining residue flowing towards the roadside over there. And the man who owns the site is called Ntiakun, and he admits openly before the cameras that this site belongs to him, and he admits it's illegal. He says they are doing galamsey, but he's still doing it anyway. He admits it boldly. For the record, one.
Oh, what's a honey? Good no, we just want a few. I'm not the good night.
Into 1 hour.
One day, I'm the command department. This one, no, they are okay. On a fene, I would be. Or license at the top. I didn't mean to mention it.
Now, one sounds or license at the top.
I had a come last summer. I'm not this one. Are you team on before? That's right. Good afternoon.
Your name again?
My name Kofi Frimpo.
Okay. Maybe I'm not sure.
Busam some alliances. No, any had it. I started to make a Juma. And I'm a chair was a say. And I was say, I can't say, I want concession. Go for Busam. Yes. I'm saying tribute mine. Yeah, from her to what do Adiambra. On the way and I know tribute.
What would the hammer tribute and not tribute as concession?
Yeah.
Maybe I ignite Claudia Numu. Claudia Numu concession. And the tribute never will find several egg mouth.
I'm just saying, but what dear. Means me in a hand deny and I mean can't assemble and present.
I want to be so and a day never now yet tomorrow. And that's when I was now the yet tomorrow. And Tiana, I meant to be tribute on it here. A Jumaya and why I had licenses in you. And you have a BJ licenses and they are. And I was just a one of my team, and I was just a had to be a mammy to me. There was a high concession, high tribute, the minimum, high tribute for concession. And a tribute number of coin.
Tribute
Number of coin say. Tribute number of coin say.
Oh, mammy to me, who said,
Good afternoon, Honorable. No, talk.
Hello, Chief. Hello, Ramo. If I tell me, do my Chief.
Nsuo ona bakwaba me no de babewie on Galamsey.
No correct. Na
say him fan ejina with this Galamsey fight.
Galamsey asem na de me kan na just I was secret gumi. Esanse unim. Eya na MPP 4% omunye to say. Omukutia Galamsey. Ena NDC ba be mu no hwe nkoso. Me pese me fa wo fidie so na maka Ghana fo nyina na etie fo nyina say from 2023 ebepem 7 January 2025 Ansah na MPP efi abemu no na there was no fight against Galamsey na MPP 4 nya hwe fa Galamsey no me say asem we amaka no MPP penyin bia be challenge me non kan chere me nyama no mo year from 2023 to 2025 Ansah no mu fi abem inti edru baby no Bobie na Galamsey na ye free for all and no MPP ni nkwa dia na wo Sophie na wo san excavator dia usimi ko tu Galamsey atiesim adenti omo say ye call 2020 election MPP for lose mining communities baby na kanya no kre na saa no mo se enti ade be man ko be lose 2024 de omo nye enti Galamsey no saa Galamsey fight ni nyina omu jai eno nti na yensuo ne ye kwaye mu essay pa na Bobie me de makoye mranim ni de sa wo kasa na ni sa wo nka ne trasa na edru baby no na kwaye mu no only big companies to say new Montreal no mines ne nyama no ene identity because omo ye underground mining.
Okay.
Na omo ye mining ne kra na ye fe bibi processing eya na omo nya wo kwaye mu omo wo big places na ye fe bi tailing dam no mo de ko nti insuo ne video na mu hu no say na nka ye tu ni nyama ni nyina no mining companies nti na nka sa nyama ni nyina no ye te Galamsey die nanso na ente say na 2016 insuo no river Ankobiamon river pra mu nyina na ye papa
yeah
na die nti na ye wo ha ma kira wo ne NDC aban ya fa ho Nanso Ansah na mekyerɛ na wo sɛ tiefo hu nienti a ya bedru no mu hu sɛ MPP aban na ebetena so ne MPP party no eye party a omo Simon omo nya ade yi omo say ade
at this point MPP matter in this situation
na me di kan ka sɛ mekyerɛ wo nia NDC ye na be shock wo ade a NDC ye video ya o kyerɛ ye kra onim nienti a wenya video no NDC nhyehyɛ ye papa ye de aba no ɛne nti na ye kɔ hɔ ye kɔ kyekye nkrofo we nti na wenya video no bɔ no nti mekyerɛ wo nanso wasa mementi fonti ase yɛsɛ ne yɛbɛya MPP for entimi mfa galamse enka sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ NDC mumfi abe mu na MPP for mbɛyɛ galamse ne edi kan na obiye ni hɔ so yɛ NDC ni o so yɛ MPP ni na ɔyɛ galamse kra na ɔyɛ no wɔ kwae mu sɛ forest reserve onye bi na enni bi ɛna MPP for Ede near your friend state of emergency ubekaya. Almost you have declared a state of emergency on mining. Sadia no moye no. Nemfaswa e ba soma MPP for Ghana for yenye bi ne se. MPP for and a koshe akwaye mu no mo start say omu dogalam na omu hu say mrebi eni ho a ema ho kwan say mining companies the sa konta mining mu na nasefo obekwa akọ ye galamse wo kwaye mu no oni nyomo ye e no mo de airline bia ye fe ne airline 2462 e de bae na sa airline ye fe bibi regulation 3 sa regulation 3 no ema omampanyi to mean say ohwe se o mining nyina bedi ye a ni abronika no in the national interest na dia ma license na nkofo nko kwaye mu na saade no kra onim bronin say ye de caveat se omampanyi menye nanso se obeya maninye bibi e beboa Ghana fo nyina te se bia Newmont aka se ye pese yenye mining na sika sei na beba na do se on ti bi da eno de mining license ne permit man ne party for akonta mining edu baby sampan mu nyina apply so mo per mining leases adenti mrama manana do to mean say oma MPP for no mo nkoye galamse wo kwaye mu enunti na ade we sha ase afi na ye nsuo ni nyina no untimi nya hwe nti omo se nsuo ene aban a omo ye Ghana bone we no say ye kan galamse nsama e wo so mo nka o manuntum na NDC for ye ntimi nkyerɛ nia ye nti enunti na ye wa ha nti NDC ba ye na nye se omo ye bibi na NDC ye nso ya beto aso nye nokre afei na NDC ba ya na ye ba be hye ekon nase nti the fight against galamse started freshly after 7 December. Na sa
but yes, so we are complaining. Everybody's
Bobie
complaining.
Bobie ye grow ba wo fie.
Okay.
Tobo.
Mate.
Na emra ye ba ye no 44 out of 288 forests. Na nkrofo ye galamse basabasa. 9 MPP for say a red zone untimi nkoho. Forestry Commission form to min koho. Police into min koho. Obien to min koho. Say galamse for na wo ho e no mukite tuo into usuro say okwa ye bekum. Into omo declare no red zone.
I see.
And then me na wo kasa no. President Mahama and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resource who modern bontino. Sa 9 forests na ya jefi galamse for. All the 9 forests have been repossessed. Way a banya or ye bibi. Inti so bitch na baby no catch us a buying when ye shame fa galamse hua obwa. Who say on pesa and then before in your moka. Say I say chrono, na ya say so ne crana, mona maba power into money. Inti ye fix it. Inti baby amoka say 9 forest zone. Na mo se mo de mu ntimi nkoho Ghana military hin ntimi nkoho no enne President Mahama Daromanti no sa forest ne ya repossess Bobie bema chese nipa ya adia osaye na wenyi na ya men say ni din
yeah
9 now wentimi anya na ka ebete anka de na wo de wentimi anye say for ade na wo 8 years wentimi anye and obi de 9 months aye sadie we into 9 forest me are claiming na onim ya buy na President Mahama say Nanado time yenti ana odesa mining permit ni ma akonta mining wuntu mini na asefo no eye regulation 3 of sa airline na me catch real
yeah
nti me na me yo mampanyi sa to me no me se munjin free me se nti munko na munko yi sa regulation 3 ni mfi ho
yeah
nti ye de call parliament eko yi sa regulation 3 no e ma airline ne be ye airline 2501 ye wie na CSOs force NDC Musimu be yi airline if you nti mamunko yi enope because ye hwe the we ananado e de sa airline say yensuo ne ye kwaye ne bibia na ye mpesa ye betekra President Mahama say you mate parliament beba October we ha oba ye be repeal sa airline na nya enope so Ocean Minings and Minerals and Minings Act ayamra batanya and ma company who kwan say omo nkoje licenses no yes ye best sending nyina na ya hyemu kina se na be ya enkoye airline ne pe ntena me no kasa no ni abroni friend stakeholder consultation ye bisa nkrofo de na mususu say yenya ne say no no koso se na ye be ya will be a comprehensive amendment of the Minerals and Minings Act and all its attendants legislation just amra e fa mining hu nyina no ya ye bi ahwe. The Minings Act was amended in 2015, amended again in 2019. I heard say into mean solve a problem that we are a pet into your best son. Near Tosumi, no. And your forest and a pet and I are claiming and them rana ye baby who know.
yeah
Yeah, Frebi being so reclamation of land, baby, ya aseno, ye dria and tree planting.
Yeah.
Now, when and yan this seeds no go from there, say, and ye. Ya to seedlings be ye ne wo hunting kwofo enya homfa so ya pon enya no bi nie. So we must make sure that the lands are reclaimed. Na Bobie maka na sa na mamenka se so nim se me yenkrani.
yeah
Baby am fi ba na apple. If baby a clock.
obi bu sam sisi ase oye ga na se gadangbe na se asante
Me
ina so oye bi
me ga o fancy phone na obetimi dia ka.
obviously they was katwi no ano o hye
Ai twi no me yiri me ho na ye o mi twi menya na meka me se me dru ho dia o se mu dwane na maka ne sa no me ukwa nwa baby amefi mebunu bebre no eye fashion no mo pe
yes
inti se obi sa ne se dia na menya mawa o se tonet mame who was kakadia to kenu mame esan se eno na onyine ye metete no
de be adwuma
inti se meka se oro no omba Jubilee House ka mahano inti mining community nenso ye hu se emebunu no essence o munyini wo mining community no mining na no person o ye because omo ye adwuma wo Newmont ne Asanto Gold Nature no mines ya omo ko adwuma na pa omo into omo so person omunye bi na no na me di kan ka se MPP for no me say omo say mine omo ye mambo for se sa na mo kan and omo say sa dia ye be ye community mining send ye be ya community for me say community ba kokre ni ho a omo mining no mu fi community no
really
me kametro in fact NDC ba be mo no na krata ba kokre ni ho your friend the policy guideline cry better say community mining we ye pese yenye ni say as obi na die na odwen ho no ka say chale ade we de ye beto aba ye ne say be boayin
I see
and no so sankro for free kind ne kumas ne akeka ho and no se monko community na monko mine adenti
and mama to any blueprint bia
wo the blueprint ka de wa kan bro focus here
yellow print kra
that's a white print kra am beto
sudi
a grobi na no mudi adenti se omo betna radio so a some benya say oh yeah community mining say enanti na mining communities no to aba enti formena ho kra de so nim say formena MPP4 strong
yes
eya bisa MPP4 say aden no mentimi anhye community mining ase wo formena ho ne de na mebunu no so mompene some mudi obi foforo be fi baby aba no mo be ye mining na yen yeti ekrom galamsey no wo ye ne sa na ensa because onu nso bibofu no akope baby no wa start sanya mani nyina na say nsuo nti NDC say yesuimu ehu say sa campaign policy na ode won sabeto hakakra na wa eno no enchechere man nti eno na yede responsible cooperative mining neighbor no na unim ne ye catch no e was say nkropo 15 a free community no and na etumi register cooperative no Ansah na ya mom license they mining ntenye me a just manual with me fi mining community a me say me dey me NDC ni na makoje license na mebunu no wo ho no omunya bi tebi nti 15 people and on so kra no enye 15 boys so e was say un select na mo be register ne ma na ye fene say so nim say Anglo Gold mo ne New Mort mo ya kese no omo concessions ni bebre
yes
but ebi wo ho a gold no wo ho de e dosun lenso enosun to say the we omo pen because wo hwe sika ne machines omo de ya this e dosun Ansah na mo be ye aban ni omo akasa e na New Mort ne Anglo Gold mo apene say baby ayen wa concession na goes no wo hon so en no so se ne ye pen momfa community for nemra na mo be mine wo ho eno sa no
so that they can monitor them
aban ni be ko ho
okay
New Mont ni be ko ho
okay
chira no ni be ko ho
okay
obi a o ma sa na obi a nko nsuo na no enko se yesu enko kwae mu
okay
sa sika no nso be ba na nipa ba ko na ebedi te say MPP4 a ye wo party chairman wontumi na che se wa fa gold me hu gold ye wontumi ne kita first na me ga say gold ne ye square because obehwe TV bia no gold ye square jam ye nkrani nso wontumi na di live gold ba ye sa ye de bi ebe ye development fund into community no
for the community
into community bia ne peculiar need Inti wabwa mebunu no mo jai galamsey no na obwa community no because galamsey ayaye e ma sign na ye bi na so say omo ko wo a omo wo hospital omo ko wo na
but lawyer e ma ne gumu
ma no gumu so mama no so mo ha adwen pa mo gumu pa
oh yeah no correct but guess
and normally oba bia the person onye baby girl oba bia person ko na fie na ye hwe no na nso bibi nti e na oma oba ko nti the point is that sika beba no ye di bi ebe develop a community no se ne ye be ya we mu enko na maka na say wie no okay bia MPP4 say I then someone declare state of emergency
what na nka me ba no
na men show Obekaya 2017 MPP4 declared state of emergency wo krom ha na hwe wo hwe data efi Ghana Chamber of Mines by sa year na omu declare state of emergency sa year na enya gold sin year bia Bobie enti sa gold na efi a state of emergency no be declare wo manu keke se na brofo na ye wesa
and this moment me declare na some why in a year why don't you do it
so this is what we are doing say ye MPP4 and MPP nya standard nti we na ye say baby a say krono na say nsuo na say kwaye no ya declare her as security zones
okay
Inti ya declare her as security zone and na ya station 9 most e wo ho 24/7 enti ene me na wo kasa no onko sa repossessed forest no enko hu se galamsey e wo ho because water bodies and forest reserves are now security zones declared by the government
okay
na ye hu se Nienti a MPP4 Operation Vanguard ne galam stop anya ejuma Major Mahama ko wu ya oja na yere ne ma wo ho a MPP4 ka na benya ahomfa so ne say So Operation Vanguard for no kwa na pa. Enyumre na galamsey for na ko. So mukwe enyumre galamsey for no kwa na pa. Nti se no 24-hour surveillance na ye.
I see.
Sani ye be ya. We nyina no ye betumi de ku etia galamsey. Na okana sa na mkofo se oh NDC for na ye galamsey. Bobie me ba ha no President Mahama no ni ma asema me ba beka.
Yeah.
No me ka me ba na me nim se e be che say because mo ka che me say
yeah adwuma pa.
Yeah adwuma pa makasa no this auto lozenges mama.
I swear.
Me ka me chere.
I go do am.
What you say enti president bia ba de onim se ne party NDC ana MPP betima ye bone. Nanso bone ni si a nia president ne ye no ene chere say papa we opeso nkuntia galamsey ana opeso yenye galamsey.
Okay.
Nanado time obekaya Professor Frimpong Boateng report. Professor Frimpong Boateng no nya NDC ni o, onya NDC ni krada. Wan kan keke se MPP for na eyo. Obo nkrofo no mo ne president eye adwuma o president obo mudin. Enya so mo ya asamanfo.
Omo ho.
Omo ho obo mudin president ni mo wanya ho hwe. Ene so ye NDC ni na unim no bi bo wudin so ye galamsey ya. Ese makacha madam for bi say o ye NDC appointee so unim no ha me ameka so ye galamsey. Because no what be chere no. Ene so ye NDC ni na ye bo wudin. Na onkai say Yamin ene abanga. Omonye less people.
Debbie.
Yamin ye national organizer na
your own friends. Yeah.
Me ye kan na ye me homete. Nanso President Mahama say, we don't care whose oxes go. It was say, yentimi ma mranye juma inti ye bo udin keke no. Yesi yoko, munko chirema no. Let the Lord deal with it. Na makane sa Bobie hwe. Sa asem no. Enye say Fourth Estate na akoye story bi. Say ebi abanga ne yami akoye bibi. Ana ebi Accra FM and I'm who say obi bibi nti President Mahama is under pressure they be as long as he came to his notice or refer or more Ansah na media for motive.
Yeah.
Let an leaky na nkofo baby sami be is this genuine is this fake because no mon tia see crass president basically I refer the national executives. President so say ye chichi membru no mo ye galamsey nenso was say ntimi nche campaigns no enti say amount strong surveillance na the greatest campaign e wo Ghana e ye wuntumi afa ye che wuntumi a mo se mote kwa pai monte ase na anyanye bia ma mimi so ye MPP ni a ye immunity against wrongdoing ana
Council mami musa yes a question we answer no wakwa mami. Is NDC government prepared to win this fight?
The NDC government is prepared, committed, and will win the fight against galamsey. Almost every week at regular intervals, this is a president in any country, but there is a security briefing on what is being done. Some catch us NDC a problem and say in Guyanu.
Would you say Yenra 2028? Yemetra saying Ninkomo way be where you need to defend the government against galamsey, whereby people feel that Chale Muantiminti Monko.
Mame show.
Tell me, Council.
Yes, akwala obetokano.
Onamobusa taibo.
Sa abanya obekuetia galamsey no. In the first 10 months. Or say near MPP 4 year be just for the political gimmick. Say media see ye nyebi. Inti won't say despite the call for states of emergency we say you must first understand the problem. You must first engage people or more states of emergency. Oh yeah. Unim corners now Ghana. So Obekaya 2024 MPP 4 so close a Togo border. Then to the route to enter Ghana, a bro sister. And so one only back on our close. So you must first understand the problem and bring sustainable solutions. Sana buying way. A buying way in your political gimmick, ni PR gimmick, ya can yanka. Okay, we have done it, we have taken the boss. And no, MPP 4 you know. Media can't say declare state of emergency. Almost someone declare. Media can't say there was no, consultation, no planning, nothing.
Council, message show and you. Ayana, a madie. Say nema kasana ohwe nani a oba ka no kra hu
mesa ba
Lawyer Beatrice ubetumi abaha 2028 to come and tell us the success story of fighting Galamsey
2028 just say producers
no ya person udi nkomo we because eneno one my detailed analysis on what the government is doing. Some of us, because of a free bar, any ye de petre see about support to NDC, you know. So BBS here, any omdika here in face, Yankanjamo.
Heat no,
Entiana, ye bompire, Estrania, Mr. Mube Wini, my ye, a hoto. Tina me busa say. Na Bobie so nse me ye
communicator. Me wiase ma me ba nya misika me nyaaye e kasa se me ye lawyer me kasa. Nti me kasa ene ma me sika edi. Nti me nkasa ntwantro. It's answer say wo kasa twantro you've lost integrity. Ochna wo betena ha.
Obi nti me busa no.
Nti me si Bobie me na me ne mpanyimfo ye adwuma me na me ne nyuma ekoso na mabobo biso akyerɛ wa mra ntikra na me ntimi anka nyina ba me show boss hwɛ so unima okɔ baby a ye wo forest ye frɛ ho MPP time ye say we ye presidency forest we ye chief of staff forest we ye ministerial forest ene me no kasa no me grandmother wo ye bibi a obɛka no wa dem wo se so a me ne doja to wait, how dare you? One a catcher osa. And that's how you never knew. President Mahama is not benefiting from Galamsey. Now point be anywhere or your Galamsey. Or say legal na crime and na illegal. It shows a man who is committed. MPP for no money into Moya Galamsey. Now the NDC is committed to fight. Then so we need Ghanaians to support us. Men pese Ghana for beje sa MPP propaganda nedi esanse scandal kromunye binka. Inti mesra Ghana for say yemfa ya ho den ne odo anti President Mahama chi. Esanse so bi ya de pa na obo na basoa ene Kenya no say ontimi nye bebre. Na oya ne kana o se nya oya ne kra yempa. Say no hu ni obeye. Inti mesra mo mfa odo anti President Mahama chi.
Yeah, that's Bebre live at Accra100.5. But lawyer Ansah na be kono ma me fan crowd and crowd in yaw. Ocean kumobia say with the grassroots. And I think say Tom Crawford Bebre. Me sorry no pay me hu say abrantie bi minimino. Yes so wage o say
me hu post no.
And em say oko can be about lawyer Eduji. MPA MCO, which is in very bad taste. Musa Brantin as a barber patcho. And the son said, and no small dear to you intermediate as soon we be jow. You see, and some for crab pedodo, Nanyati as a four. Midi Jar said, dear Brantin and him neko patcho mano.
Oh, Mekako patch.
Or no, I can say one can say ye.
Aye.
No, ya end this ni baby. Munjana manom say, or Tsinabi.
Oh,
Ebiana Muhiani vote.
There is a unim lawyer Edujia. Or no lawyer Eduji. Only my friend ice cream.
Intina Mekase.
Or no, on person on you be in Yashi.
Intina Mekase. Mintina Mekase, dear Brantian and
Mekako Pacho. But me pesa Brantian on soon who say, lawyer Eduji no be an answer meeting. In fact, lawyer Eduji Huna. Obeksan ha gene kra lawyer do jide ono angel onye nipa ono angel
me nima brantie no
me so me nim no but wonim ne dia hwehwe ne bra
me nim ne baby I just saw the post no
say ye what team aye what party na benyimfo na kra ye ko enti say na say onkai Bobie or the fire big room as enye na yo ha benyimfo na kra ye ko enti ene de mane ha no mane nye no me foa ensem mo so pa
ye ni pay de Yebeti aye ho na so fana koma
and then my NDC mo ye the way obi ankobo no way MPP ni anka obi achena bo no way obi ankobo no
yeah that's be council doctor aye de ye no na wo ha tinyame agba be shia
doctor you super fantastic
I tell you
okay
wa me council bi jiro ya akwa bi kope sabe jemfi age no em so ehunu no hu doctor aye Sabi nyoni. I said that because so we are no. Thank you, sir. All right, so that's it. Like Accra100.5. We've got a legend, and I need to deal with legend for just 1 hour. No, so quiet Juma. But before that, me call a break up. Me do be a TUC and Kwame. Mami TUC quick one that member sa adewe so TUC for a fact findings. Normal fact findings some koye TUC etimi find out say NDC akwatia chairman almost say ye fro bi Robert Lamte ono ya MPP ni galamse kimpin wo enum papa so ena ono no tricks odi ya adwuma no TUC fo ne say ye friend say chairman Bibi miame chairman Bibi miame ni apani Bibi ena ene no sa galamse no ewo enum papa so me Bobie Ansah me nua pani Rexoma onimiye me de se me no ne free afrum ba akumkura na wo se waso nte kasa ti se obekwa akwa ba enya dia obi abe NDC ankasa no kodu boni a enya dia obi a but sesi anu ameka say no me nua Bibi chairman Bibi me ni any evidence na makase TUC akenti waye yaninte enkoma yedi enkoma ye nyina ya no dem legend akwaba
ya ni akwabra
Mafiwache mesma feel pa
yasem ketwa
legend we dey ase we dey me say meka obama matwadwan so meka oso asiate pressure
asa na o pressure you pressure ketwa Juma ho
wakwaje de yanye
Juma ho ankasa ba nyame adote
it's good it's good I mean, to serve your country
there is nothing honorable than to serve your country enipa over 35 million na say president tutuna ni anoka say wo asmesiwe wo nam nim say Juma we wo betumi aye de asomo man na say ye boldin say be ya say eye monyam hye ntia kwan bia so no obepese obeye de ho odin betumi bia se de beya moman na chichiriye no o be bia de wato no onso betumi aye na ama aboa president man na nani swade hunu no abam enti no ye bo adwuma
mo bo adwuma bueno ye this uncommon etwa this galamse issue or officer how do you feel
I asked him now.
When your opposition feeling no. Now you are now in government.
I asked him, but you see, come now, dear. Ni can say. Who say? Ne quite so, bro. Because systematically no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, any honorable Amabua. They are working. Galam say who some year be. Yami from currency. And Dr. Mani Boamanum Ninas, almost quite bibia. Your friend is say, dear, a buy, no. It's any brisem, but you say, Achanimuye. But one say, a Juma air cosso. Semetiana meets a friend say, Lawyer Beatrice. I am pa a Juma cosso. I just say, minim say bosumi be nkromuni adwuma ene hyehyeye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the minister in charge of that sector no
are we going to win this fight?
definitely we don't have a choice but to win it. You see, because
I hear people saying that him for shishim and a politician shishim and a software shishim. So where do we go from here?
Kwabena, yeah.
Legend.
Edua bia ebepra ifrinity. Me pesa me ye analysis kakra bi kiro na wo hu de ntia. Na se galamsey start wo Ghana nyene. Kwabena. Ache. But for the first time in the history of Ghana, this is the time I who say from 2017 to 2024, and you say galamsey aginsem to the extent to say ebinuma shada akoyi yimre bia free to give people the chance to even enter our forest reserves. Say ensuo kura na the chance fa akosuro na the 2 gold. This time nkwa sa na mai biasi. Kwama me pese ohun bibi kitwa bi.
Tell me.
From 2017, 2017 akufa of the Bobie.
Yes.
2017. Omu issue 5 permits. Omu issue 5 permits, mining licenses. 2018, omu issue 16 licenses. 2019, 84 licenses. 2020, 780 licenses. 2021, 43. 2022, 185 licenses. 2023, 240 licenses. 2024, 150. Now there you say. Even January, Omalusu about a friend say December no. Between 1st and 6th January, still issue licenses. It tells you, say they're not lawyer Benes Beatrice Ekano. MPP amambofo. They do not care about this country. Omo juno nko aho. Six can be babi go bottom. Omani be go. Omani be do emfa.
That is why Ghana for Emma NDC 57. So we agree. But now baby say, how do we fix it?
We are fixing it. The thing is, one will say, when say a juma egu su bebre na wo ye juma no na focus ye juma na one you careful once a juma no kra na wo ye no umbo hu dawru. Because honestly speaking, the systematic way His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any NDC aban air fighting galamsey no say ye may ho another 1 year, you see a drastic change. Because the entokwa no a multifaceted. Broni beka say enyina faako enye bibi tia say flask isi ha na mikoya besi ha na chese mawie. As I said, you have to fight it with legislation. You have to fight it with friends enforcement. You have to fight it with so many other things. So what you say, and practically no o person who say obi anani abrese or kugalamsia. What is say President Mahama appoint TB even in mining or try na. So what you say, but here is the situation now. The previous are no. Most of the people in the government were into mining.
But it doesn't take the facts away, sir. Yes, you might find some few NDC grassroots supporters.
NDC grassroots supporters are also Ghanaians.
But yes, they are also. But my point is that Sabeya you bet me a win because me TUC almost fact findings, and now and your monko Ghana what Dike Canada. Agrex, we are getting to a stage whereby if we don't take care, it's only the rich in the between you superpano.
The question I'm pressing beside say the TUC and all the people who are now coming out with facts now from 2017 to 2024, where were they?
Does it matter?
No, it matters because you see, because you're fighting Tino. Oh, but those days, 8 years no, and then your man say apotono. Where were the voices? So the whole situation.
So now, which means it's clear that even the various institutions, no, and this mom fighting. I'm not sure they are fact finding.
You see, if they had started the fact finding during time, saying no yen maybe we would have gotten something somewhere.
But do you think the MPP government was ready to listen to them and fight it?
That's the problem. So now NDC government is ready to listen to them. NDC government is opening the door. Say, Obia Nkasa. I mean, for the first time, President Mama say, "Mun soja no we na sinen put it on our toes." On because Obia who our promises say fighting Galamsey will be an overnight work. Who say wo say there? Very easy, but to build is very very difficult. It takes time, you know. So yes, the NDC government, led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is fighting Galamsey, and we cannot sit behind the fence and expect so no kwa any betimi aye, because our mind say a say gu ye nyina ya pampa so. That is why very important say obia di na no betum. Say previous aban no na sebe okokasa ye bebo ye mu a. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say obia mfa ne hunjim. Na ye nyina ye make sure say the very fabric of our lives and ye destroy no. We don't have business. There's no moral justification. Say you best say a japadia ye nananu dija ye na de ne dija ye mane nanano. Because if you destroy water body, you are destroying life. If you destroy our forest reserves, you are actually destroying life. It in a way nya dia sebi you say ye no even partisan politics. The most important thing is we need to fight it.
Don't you think say na aye din ti na ye kasa man no partisan politics?
Deni de obi anim say aye din, but ne din na aye ne say why do we elect leaders? Sebi Kwabena. Say obi te ka mu na ode woko. Ode na monche monkam. Ode sanimati free mo kopem. Say osesa driver na. The most sensible thing for any driver to do is first halt the car. Obey fakwa bia so a obey jira car no. Na wasesa the direction. So also kwatena car na okotia so a na just ye ko wu ano no. Right from beginning of His Excellency John Dramani ba abem no. The ahoden a odi be halt to the extent of degradation na air cost no. That is what is happening now. And gradually it's stopping. Se tiasuna ka ni jina ewia Ansah na ya direct say no, the direction na ye kono ye ko enti ensesa ye nantie. That is why new laws ebem. That is why now it's like a friend said enya obi a wa ye mind bia na Galamsey. We must draw the distinction.
Agreed.
Ye what small scale miners no so ye adwuma ibi no mo ye. And ye won crofom de no anso matia gum no mo ye. And ye won crofo a omo di sika tete omo air condition mu no the scam small boy. No akode so asase no agi gold no de abre no.
I see.
Those are the people we need to target. Now young boy be on one hwe I am discuss on to gold mra kwa Galamsey mra. Okona bu angunu so ankunu a oba na ye de kakra bia sika bia podwe. Ni say na the sad aspect of make call a friend say mining site bi kwara. And who say we are safe hey.
You know the balance.
Chinese for no. Obi su business ne say okofa Chinese for ashawo for no ma no. No do ma ba Galamsey site. Etino Galamsey for no kotu no munya mo salary pa. Now they are calling Chinese ashawo no massage can from him.
Let them mom crofo no.
Na say friends say when Jessica and one who bruni. Abba,
gidi,
you see, so it is a vicious cycle, and I with all seriousness, I believe say as our minor, obia responsibility say, yankasa mining the money, but as I see a no kwan so ejina emra kwan so. But service to me bam within 8 years. Now we issue licenses 1,530. How? 1,530 licenses to do what? So deliberately, no, you enabled your party people to destroy our lands and our water bodies. I am found. With
Honorable Amabua, would you say the best shot in our day, man?
You see. The best shot of Honorable Amabua, he derives his power and in his strength from the people of Ghana. If the majority of the people of Ghana etainachi, na Ghana mra etainachi, na Ghana buying a tiny he will succeed, because if he succeeds, Ghana has succeeded. There are MPP people who didn't know the cost of damage our MPP are buying air to this country until they left government. It's honorable Amabuano Ohia will support. Ebina Uye. Ohia me support. Ohia Ghana Nibia support. He is just one person like me and you. If we don't give him the support, be it legislation, be it encouragement, and whatever, ono kwa out minye. Nti asesi nyina ya tanechi. Emra bi asesi yehye bia na tanechi. We need to do that. Our security services, our media houses, all CSOs, all churches. Asesi nyina idea hu jim. Because my Ghana nsuo say ne ye sebi ye forest reserves say ah. O my no ne born form no. Ye gu o my no. To the extent say for Ghana Water Company to come and say look, baby near dunu eni ayenya. So we need to put all seriousness and make sure say this thing is kept. It's very important.
It's very important. But my main busa now information office so na rounding up. So Black Star Experience. Do you guys have any plan to use Black Star Experience to fight Galamsey?
You see, Black Star Experience, you know, Yajumani say, yan ton Ghana through culture, arts, and tourism. Now, sebi, what's the tourism in Ghana? Now, once you na adani ateche, edi no menum. What's the tourism in Ghana? In fact, say, I want the drone trap Galamsey sites. Now, who the degradation? Say, we a tourist, the crowd, just say, you cringe. You know. Yeah. So one of the major in fact it is a tourist industry and they suffer more. River bodies here say no. Other countries, you know what they sell? Their river bodies and their beaches. The river bodies. At the other time I was in Norway.
It's money.
I was in Norway now. The way what to me say almost you know. Rivers no obeka say ya sheda anwene ewira e de agunsuo na no just to protect the water na be ani krogin na fishes ni na mu che say efe hu ase efe kwabra me no tikro se mu nyina say utu kwan na udu river cobra so to see the river bodies no, they are spiritual beings. Oh
yes, of course.
So hu efe I remember say Misha me papa catch him say we drive we now do bridge so slow down because river no a living being na living being no sabi impreduasa bucha say first no me na fofo na me a friend say achim for you so achim kwa onum bremu
ene kwasa no
ene achim kwa onum totoka
ono de
totoka say that galam say
what is totoka
yensu ya say
achim kwa onum
totoka because bremu na dane totoka udru aye red and it doesn't look like a water body aye nom first no twem na say udru nsi obi ahwa to me don say prepare ni asa mo ankitin kidi e friend agigi nsu o don say prepare ni na wate angono mo na dey say nsu bi no ano and ekono bi na hwe. So we have a serious exactly and then we have a serious issue say unim na wonam na ko to anybody nsu bia now kono sign I bekum because some of the chemicals some of the illegal mining no it's wrong. I don't understand why any pebinum because of the simple and 70 almost best say the source of our livelihood. Why
more mentino mebusa say Black Star Experience more how are most contributing because it seems like now all hands on deck.
What we say about music, about movies, about fashion. So we are putting our foundations in place. Once the office and there's a new office, after you put your foundations in place. So your plans I answer your family to support the fight against Galamsey because every Ghanaian responsibility, whether you are Black Star Experience or you are Ministry of Tourism, you are an artist, you are a movie producer or a filmmaker or an actress or an actor, a footballer, whoever, so long as you are a Ghanaian, it is everybody's responsibility to make sure that our source of life is protected, which is our land and our river bodies, because we can't live without water.
Wonderful. Yamra, the main issue about Black Star Experience.
Yes.
Black Star Experience, Edia.
Kwabena, in a nutshell, Black Star Experience, Yajumane said, rebranded Ghana through culture, arts, and tourism. So, called Rwanda, they are rebranding through sports. The say, we are rebranding Ghana through culture, arts, and tourism. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Pese Ghana be the cultural capital of Africa. The cultural capital of Africa, because there is nowhere in Africa culture alive than Ghana. And we have to be deliberate about it so as to be able to drive more tourists into Ghana, and at the same time, also by doing so, create jobs for our teeming youth, bring investment to help develop our tourism infrastructure, and create meaningful jobs. We have 7 pillars: filmmaking, which is film, and storytelling, music, fashion, cuisine has to do with all our food. Literature, our aesthetics, and our heritage culture. So these are the 7 pillars marketing Ghana through, so as to be able to create jobs and bring the friends investment and then tourists into Ghana, so as to be able to raise the tourism tickets. And the foundations are total form, and we are just about to roll, and it looks very good and very interesting.
A bit is say how.
For example,
yes,
Ghana has say if you see baby no abekwa want Chinese restaurant. What do konya girl be na the kwa bonche me be Chinese restaurant. Say another one so aba. The friend is sushi. And also from Japan.
Yes.
So how are we also packaging our gobe?
Come
How are we also packaging our gobe, our kelewele, our jollof, our fufu, and all our delicacies? A friend say, "Come keshito, kekena." How are we putting them, packaging them so that I'll call a friend and say, "Shoprite, I also make me a copy on the shelf." What's the damage? Oh, America, I export to Omedriane, KFC, I cook ayachi. Any potatoes, and America for export so around the globe. Oko friends and McDonald's are the same. How are we also being deliberate to package our food? Exactly. Exactly. You know, so you start from going to our hotels. As a sort of pekele will I to minyamau. Ope coffee brook man as to minyamau. Ope pem any control so as to minyamau. So these are some of the things that we need to be deliberate about.
But because already we know, so NDC, the NDC, in this in
that is what the NDC one say NDC enya nimdiano ne adwene mu pono a set up Black Star Experience.
Do we hear people talking about where a job for the boys?
Oh, send the ombeka. I know the ombeka. Sabi in bread we are saying, you see, we don't like change, human beings. Especially bibia anyhow or the bar initial ombeke ka ho say
yentina bisa say dia na enwanwa wo ho no
dia enwanwa wo ho no munya ho hwe say 24th to 26th of November yeah bibia friend Creatives Connect Africa ebe happen Creatives Connect www.creativesconnectafrica ebom Africa na ye di KA in the chat.
Oh, okay.
CreativesConnectAfrica.com. Okay. Google Ubehu the Ekoso. We are bringing industry captains, ministers of tourism, ministers of industry, artists, fashion, music, everybody from the 54 African countries to Accra.
Really?
For capital, the friends say capacity building, for masterclass, for so many other things that And this is a continental level project. We are doing it in collaboration with the Africa Free Trade Center. That is a Intercontinental Free Trade Zone, Free Trade Area. After you know money, and then another collaborator, African Tourism Partners of South Africa. So we launched it a month ago, and we have started the promotion since yesterday, and it's going to be a serious movement. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will be the keynote speaker. These are the things that we are doing to help.
How do we benefit as a country?
Exactly. You want to develop your creative economy. You want the world to come and see what Ghana is about. So the only way is to
Anchor X. Yeah, to Kruma.
Yes.
Yeah, Panafest. Rollins Abe Panafest. Kufua Bay gateway to Africa. Opana. I adach and chain. Adach and chain so be a phrase the return will say
year of return. Yes.
The year of return. Say President Melson Suye a BB of that sort.
All these things you are talking about cannot be compared to Black Star Experience.
Yeah,
let me explain to you. All these things that you are talking about, they are events. Year of return.
Okay.
Year of return was an event.
Okay.
And the commemorative friends say the abolition of the slave trade.
Okay.
It's one event. Until beyond the return, because it was one event.
Oh.
Black Star Experience is 365 days of way of life. Who is the Black Star?
Me.
Say, Okoye flag. No, you look at the Ghanaian flag.
Yeah.
The red is the blood of our ancestors.
Yeah.
Who fought for this land.
Yeah.
The gold represents our mineral resources.
Yeah.
The green is our vegetation.
Yeah.
The black so your way of life. We are, His Excellency John Dramani, we have to reimagine and redefine the Ghanaian identity. When he says he's resetting Ghana in every aspect of our life. Our attitude towards work, our attitude towards national development, our attitude here. Tamonana abrofunu di yesono. Ghana for a form some a friend's a concept the Obroni adwuma de yemfanto ye kon ho. Until we were doing work lackadaisically because a Obroni adwuma. Yenya independence we did not reorient the Ghanaian. What happened is Broni frappen de be abanya adwuma de yemfanto ye kon ho. That is the reason why abanya dwuma bia abose ne ye tutuna jeje mu onkwa dwuma ntem ono the first person obepon meanwhile packetue mu so what you compare private worker, private businesses survives, government investment and businesses always our problem because of our attitude. Black Star Experience is to reimagine and redefine the Ghanaian identity. We are the Black Stars. Nobody will develop this country for us but us.
But economic benefits beyond.
I didn't think economic benefit back. And the economic benefit back because if you change your mindset to work, what happens is you improve productivity. You improve productivity. There's so many people are not just go school away. Now I compare abaya juma say. So it is our responsibility in working so hard so that we create more self-sustaining jobs for our teeming youth. Look, let me give you a simple example.
Yes.
Do you know that is in the creative economy, fashion is number one. It creates jobs to millions of Ghanaians. Who talks about it? Nobody talks about it.
Okay,
now,
so tell us with the fashion, through the Black Star Experience.
Fashion and why they Brian say we are being intentional. Abai say afeyama yenimra hu na omo sebe. You can't talk about fashion without talking to the cotton farmer. Benin, just around the corner. Go and see what they are doing with their cotton farms. So this one is drawing our attention. Say, Ghana war arable land for cotton growing. Let's grow our cotton so that cotton you bet me their your friends say yans near to me their tea and toma. Sabi, do you know say container no more need to me the 50 years and some at it no. What do you know there? body aduane esi wo no body ya yedie o ni aduane esi wo no e na na omo bro yes omo bro fiber na e wo mu no na om de kensu ebre aye na adane callus e na na om de ye kente no eno ni kente papa. So we need to draw our attention, go back and find out say a DNA yeah nyame adom say kente kra no ya benya Ghana IP for it. So how are we able to make kente a major industry that a lot of young people can go into this kente business? Who is stopping us to change the kente designs into leather, into other fabrics, into a friend say velvet and that's it for. So the whole situation is waniama bebre yen kan wasem obia ko school me pese me ye doctor, me pese me ye lawyer, me pese me ye say. Meanwhile, where the real jobs are is in the creative economy. If the tourism a factory the real raw material is the creative economy. That is why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say onu ogidi say this area creates more jobs and faster than any area. So ordinary juni basis no wa hyemu kina eti officer watie si was say no na yemfa nye say adwuma no na ya identify areas that we can help to create more jobs. Do you know how many people comes to this country and sika omu bit me abe spend you crow we say mo look say ye nyama ya
the legend you know na make one sem say ya tia bro ya who you
no my master what ya bre but you see the whole situation and they say sabi you se kwatri kwaso obemantuma tinidin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no more can say ma we
but ono point to be a different issue. And if you have heard your critics saying, you say, oh, maybe Uncle Rex was with them during a campaign time.
It's not like that. Uncle Rex was with them. Uncle Rex was with them. Not Nyamenkwa. During the manifesto,
yes.
I and other colleagues, we were all part of the manifesto committee in relation with the creative arts, culture and tourism. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama war any yakikani nyina bomuno. I was part of it. During campaign, I was appointed to be part of the spokesperson on the creative arts and tourism. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the running a friend say the flag bearer and the officers also appointed me to lead the campaign. We no see adwuma na me de share onsa no bra betena so na hwese obe coordinate na mitirimu pono abam. This is something new. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, one special thing about him is he thinks outside the box. Ono onye ne ma say na me beto enti me yen sa pepe. Dabi. Tambia encourage you.
And
na me catch we say or encourage you say think outside the box and give me the solutions.
Tell me Uber office just and say but the impact, the little impact you can point that or obviously gold board I say we say so the Black Star experience.
Let me explain something to you. A company that is already in existence. Or point to be so on is different from a company that was not in existence. How many? I was appointed 26th of February. My company was not in existence.
Yes.
It took me some months before
to establish yourself.
To even get our office to operate with, to put a team together, because I needed to do the strategic plan to be able to present to Ghanaians what the Black Star experience actually is. Accra100 was saying, oh, it's another friend say year of return. Is this? Everybody had his own agenda. But after we started presenting what the Black Star experience is, people began to realize, oh, it's a different thing. It is a country rebranding office. But we are being specific. We are rebranding through culture, arts, and tourism. And Bobie, I'm telling you, the results we are getting, we are just young. But the results, I'm telling you, sir, the results we are getting is yet to come because the whole situation is everyone say after the player time so after the betu. Don't forget, our office was created after the budget has even been created. Friends, the budget has been announced. So, we are just young, but very, very soon, we will the real impact because a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. Then, I will say in B, work hard in silence and let your Lamborghini make the noise. I believe, say, the results of your work will speak for you. And you know, say, what are the results? It's too early for you to ask me for the results. But the results, I'm sitting there and I know what is happening.
I'm dealing with some few messages. Now, I'm running the app. Judy Benson says, Uncle Rex, please, we need Indutech back. Okay, is it Indutech or Indutech?
Yes, Indutech. I heard of Indutech, but that is not my call. Okay. My work is Black Star Experience, and me and my team, we are bent to make sure, say, Ghana will look good.
Richard Busa, what about our Trade Fair Center?
The Trade Fair Center, I passed there the last time, and I know, say, construction is going on, and then I pray, say, Sikana, Omodi Jumano, Ebesuma Jumano, every pepe, Omu to be a big plus to our industry because there's something that we call MICE, meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. If you to me we trade fair sites now, trust me, it will be a big boost to the French tourism industry.
Judy Mensa says Ghana should start issuing e-visas to make travel and tourism easier, following the examples of countries like Vietnam and Cambodia. Do you have such discussions?
Yes, Ghana is on point and it's on course. The last time we had the meeting with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, he even suggested that friends say December mobile for friends some of the events no may have a visa free. I mean Ghana, really? Yes, Ghana is at the forefront.
I concluded and I say, Bibi, I can't sakeke.
No, he's honorable Okujeta Black on Kanyama Sakeke. So it is a deliberate effort to attract more tourists and investors into the Ghanaian economy. So it is something that is happening.
All right. So Richard Aqua says, Bobie, even Gary's hot cake in Dubai. Enyagro. Alaji Dantata is here with us on Facebook. Thank you, Alaji. Keteku Kwame says, good afternoon, Mr. Host. Please, why can't we arrest those in Gala? That is Galamsey. No one could feel it. Yes, cathedral. No. Okay. I'll quote to bedding. Okay. Mami also says, but you look at the questions you're asking. Look at the questions you are asking. Obviously, MPP blood is still running in you.
Lord have mercy.
But these are the issues they raise on social media.
It's very important because you see.
And if you don't have anything to hide, you don't run away from, questions.
You know, Kwabena, I believe, say, these questions are important because see, when if they don't put fire on you, fire not a man who say people are expecting you to deliver. So what done sorry because we are not just there for whatever. We are being appointed to bring solutions. His Excellency cannot achieve all the dreams and the good things of Ghana until our appointing the pan or appointing. It is your responsibility to make sure say the dreams until our appointing no into fruition. And it is necessary as citizens, you know, put into the hot pan.
Abdul say, if we are talking about Black Star Experience, then more office no more Ghana Airways.
Look, Ghana Airways is one of the first things it tries to put it together. But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a formal team, a committee, our launch committee now they are working specifically on the national career. Even an anopa, I'm in Nkrophobidi Hunkobo. So we are because you cannot promote tourism without having a national flyer. So he's doing it. He has set up a committee and they are working towards. I think we will first report submit to our president.
Really?
Yes. So there's going to be a national flyer. We are working. We are really working.
Legend. Oh,
Massa, me say, I no pay ya krani e ka ho asem. Anopeya committee now we submit some report.
Oh, mas. because I'm not far raising. Me know there are more questions coming about this issue. Say we talk about Black Star experience, but there is nothing nationalistic about whatever we are doing.
Oh, a friend so be obeka say bia oboana chese won share dan emfa into form say or hwe niema because say be previous
say you wa ma adse we wa meka senke
enu na make kire we say o Kwabena ya appoint me foforo no na madwem say o me call radio station to radio station na me explaining what the Black Star experience is. Na Ghana have 400 and something radio stations. By the time I be call radio stations, I explaining what the Black Star experience is. No, not 2 years ago. Now, I was not employed, friends. I appointed to talk. I was appointed to work. So that is why I may say we are working very hard in silence, and I want our work. This December, and I launch your friend is December in DH. December in GH. December in Ghana. One of our major projects that is happening is going to happen at the Independence Square. We're doing a major concert that has fashion with it, also have boxing with it and all that. We are working towards so many things. There's so many interesting projects are going to happen. Some of them are infrastructural. Because you see, look, your manifesto no promise and you might be brave.
Yes.
One of the major promises was to build a second national theater, a theater in Ashanti region, Kumasi. We've gone very far. The designs and everything is ready. We are just hoping that we have the blessing and then we move on with it. There are so many things we are going to launch. We are going to launch the biggest platform for film distribution, film music and content distribution. That this is the first time a platform is going to guarantee the owner of the film at least 90% of the income. There are so many things that we are working on.
Really?
We don't want to. See, NDC for the difference between NDC and MPP. We want the work to speak for itself. When the time comes, we will launch it very live. Everybody will know. Me free meeting. Yes, we've worked on it for the past 3 months. I come to America 2 or 3 times. We are working, and we want the work to show, not just talk. Talk is cheap, so I prefer to work to make sure that the work speaks for itself. That is what His Excellency. It's not about Rex Ouma. It's about the government of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. I am just a small portion of the big puzzle. So it's not about me. I did not appoint myself. I was appointed by the president to make sure and that's exactly what I'm doing. And when the time comes, we say His Excellency this is what he meant. So I'm not interested in now social media. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the work. When the work comes, so this is what he said. This is what we have done. Picture.
Let me check if I can find it. Okay, I'll say the president said there will be a program every month with regards to Black Star experience. How far?
Okay, say every month, no one can say in Accra. That is what people don't understand.
Okay.
Every month program does not mean every program is going to happen in Accra. We just launched the December in GH. We shared programs, over 100 and something programs, and it's happening across Ghana. It's all Tiga Accra who programs in Ibia. That does not mean say programs not happen. ABI happen, but it's not happening where you are. So seriously speaking, a lot of projects are coming. Make it can be into no munya botre. and nyama kese be happen in Ghana.
Adam say with regards to the distribution platform, the Ezra government launched something of that sort in their last days. What happened to that, or you are just copying?
What I'm talking about has nothing to do with whatever the extra government launched. What I'm talking about is
governance is continuous.
No. The thing is, what was launched was music streaming platform. That's not what we are talking about. We are talking about something completely different.
Okay.
You know, so something that's a game changer. Something that's like, we are a filmmaker, but platformer anywhere in the world, film not live. Obia o use film no. It's like a distribution platform. Obia use film no live. Skabian so baby bia there 90%. So the whole situation is this platform na you know. Me person me kan won sem bebre because one year careful na e bi no twintwa ya name. What you say? And it's a global friend say cultural warfare. It's idea be a wo ye no through technology wo ye no one year careful na e bi no twintwa wa. So I don't want to speak much.
I agree.
To munya boshe.
Agree. And then now the Aja Ghana for.
There me DJ Ghana for nyina ne say. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Owo. Edo any trimu popapama o my Ghana. Yen so our point here no otu afu da bia. Say we are the only generation I betimi asave Ghana. We should sacrifice and work hard to make sure that the next generation will have confidence in this country. And that is exactly what we are doing. Oh, you hear say Ghana for Nkoswa anti His Excellency John Dramani and na banyechi. Na bibia ye bia no. Sebe yanka say ye chia ma obi anka. Obi anka se ye chia. Nanso se ye de ye so amoma ya baso. Na nhye ye nkran. Ne ntumi nya mo. De meka no Ghana achia emu ye. There is hope because Ocean Yama His Excellency de atoto na kwan so a ye nyina so ye di achi ye de ahodi betumi bia. The entire government machinery, everybody is doing what they are supposed to do. And ye mind whole time kakra bi you see na say difference mo I mean look at the dollar. I mean yeah economy no more not just 9 months now. What you see but Enyama in the next 2-3 years, Ghana will be a different place altogether because we are working.
And Rex, that's a baby. Say, Eddie Como and Harry. I mean, should be brave.
My film, remember next time. Why?
Marty, the legend. That's a baby. Live at Accra100.5 Citizen Show. Number way. Na yenene bekasa. Ye number we na efa in Bremen. Okay, so Ghana for na ye baba bo adwuma. Na mewura akwatia akwakoye adwuma bi aba mewura akwatia akwakoye adwuma ketua bi na masai aba meba na Ebenezer say we just need accountability, not too much talking. All right, so that one na Abrante bi send me a message. Me pacho ya trasi benya Chairman Bibi, right? So Abrante bi send me a message. Or see a friend Prince Champon. Bobie a good morning. Or send me anopa. Ewo me messenger mu. And yes, is here anopa pa. Also be a good morning. I have read your post about Robert Lamte and Akwatia Bibi. Everything about the allegations from the TUC is true. I come from Wenchi, where Robert comes from, and the way Bibi and Wenchi NDC chairman are you, and some elders in the area are doing to the river brim, and now people are complaining. If you say don't get Julius, the chief of staff, do not wake up. It's likely NDC will lose Akwatia constituency in the near future. So these are some of the issues coming from Akwatia, and we are hoping say yebinya. Well, we say your friend is saying Akwaya nan say a guy take for the car no. Friend is saying one Bernard Avlem na a call sa during MPP time I'm call galamsey fact findings no kana sigbe well say kana sigbe num yeti kroma Ghana fontie mi yi yeti kroma kana sigbe num ebe ka say omo ekọ fact findings ewo galamsey hu se ne na ye behunu ehun reporter yenim ho asem omo je aban sika aban Ministry of Information ene twa sika ede ma womo say even petrol so mo kaya companies be donate petrol 10,000 30,000 40,000 enu nyina bepemene kana shigbenum eko eyesa fact finding no a ya hunu eho asem bia ewo Ghana ha sei yetia ya hunu ho asem bia TUC omoko eyesei ni be even a week cra at least they have given us a fair idea as to whether a true and I say any true. We are yet to establish whatever, but your conversation no a year rich na you be a chena juni ebi na mwaje aban esika mode akọ se mode kwa ye your friend say fact findings report to ama sika ama bibia ama eno anene eya yede etimu ya yede kasai kana sigbe say wakokasa ama standogbe a reply no entinebu afu na standogbe on respond moje aban sika asisa media for amuche sika no ayi your friend say Irene ehun adwuma na egusu ayeye ehun adwuma na egusu ayeye ehun adwuma sometimes eyese oti asem ni bia okobusam na ohunu adekro yati krom ha sei ama se ye betimi o yentimi o ayi your friend say Abrante ni din say miami nuai opon kroma be ka kire ye say omo atweska say 10 million Ghana cedis o e de ye media campaign just media campaign against Galamsey and omo MPP media for etugu sika no so and omo dwudwa sika ne say tate te say de omo chetubani and omo de oil ni je na yache e Ghana share no omo di chese omo di ya omo mfa ho na se osore na se obekeka ensem a enya ekire ya enya reply na standogbe di mema na dey na odi bema ho dey be person ka isi ankonka dey e dey na ankonka oh enti wo momfa ye no ento nchen se obi akoye ne fact findings na se wo dey aba eye Ghana for ye na ibebusemu asem na yati emu asemase se oh asem we say na tie o asem we say na tie obia no obetra ekroma ahyedu obia se ontu Galamsey o obia ni wa obetra ekroma ahyedu obi se ontu Galamsey omo ye be 4 entika bibi kira me enipa be 9 ka bibi kira me obia no obetra ha sei say nipa no so obviously no enya dia obi abetra say obi hwe obi say onto Galamsey na oye me NDC supporter bia ni wa sebe na dwene wo fom a ti say MPP ni a dabio adenti na ese obi sori se okodi eye wuntumi achi how se wo do wo man a na so man no eye wo da e na maka no anopa mi to your Facebook page I think say president vice president chief of staff omo take keen interest I was at TUC for fact finding so mu me chairman bibi wo ye minua pa we ye minua kan however bepemine no TUC for ntimi nkyerɛ yɛ sɛ ampa ɔmo ka ho anaasɛ ɔmo nka ho ɔmo adanse anaasɛ ɔmo ni adanse sɛ TUC timi di adanse proof eba why not adanti na ɛsɛ obi ɛhyilde obi adanti na ɛsɛ obi hyilde obi enti sɛ wontumi etu yɛn nsase mu sɛ no na sɛ wo sɔre kokodi na chi a sɛ ya chi no wɔ galamsey ho a na wa sɔre sɛ wokɔ akɔ demonstration sɛ wa bodam kakra o wa bodam adwene ne nyɛ adwene na yɛ lose abadam yanu wasam ani eka no bibi how eye asam na aba ye nyina ya hwɛ sɛ yɛbɛko atia anyway me kwa ba me ba ye be adwuma bi
4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration.
It's the regional chairman, Dr. Mark Oliver Kevo. On one is a Director General National Information Technology Agency line. So, Chairman Akwaba. Chairman Boko there. Boko. Chairman.
Ghana for
oh, na Chairman Kameso Kamia Kamo na abo hientio. Asembitia. Oh, eso asembitia. Kakra iguso. Chairman, TUC force omoba aye Eastern region. Aprobo on Galamsey. Bedru yeno omo findings nimbi ene say Abrante bi a friend no Robert Lamte ye MPP ni ene eye chairman Dr. Kevo wo constituency chairman a your friend chairman BB ewa Akwatia wo na dokro Akwatia Ansah enuma papamu omo dokro Ansah ewo ho your friend Galamsey asemo chairman wate one wo constituency chairman akasa mo ya ne dey
yo mame enchia na me enchia wetie fo nyina bio say TC4 ya damase onim say NDC baso a na Ghana Bar Association Trade Union Congress ene omo makeka nyina agulu omo no kasa say MPP ena woso a omo kwadani nyina no NDC baso a ena omo nyina esore ekasa anunti domase eso omo nyina eboa already no mampani John Dramani Mahama o share civil society for no or share omo nkran ese aban no nkwan tibi nye enti ankwan ku bia omo ewo ahoden na mo nimdie efa kwan a yefa so akọ eye saa Galamsey asem yi no omo nyina fo mo honim na omo mfa eja ento aban so na aban no entimi mo antu ase akra anunti yadamase na emomo no adwumadie na omo edi no ehun hia eso mbe politicize dwumadie a omo di no eno na ade edi kan ena ne etoso mienu ehun hia se omo be equalize omo be play equalization asa ye koka se eye onipa we na eye na se nipa no eye MPP ni a wan hwa na MPP fo aba be so ye mene enu ntine ye mpe NDC ni bi nso ne fa di ntwim aye di ntwim na e balance sa de na ya sem no aye de me de mitsu se sa na trade union for no eka ebi se sabe ye nua lomote na pofre no lomote no eye lamte no obi edi no e wa pu mantem fitibra MPP woso nyina na ne wofa e da ye regional chairman eye chairman kusi e no ma no sa akwanya no ese eye golden sase e wo apu mantem de ono enya sutum ye kase sabe at that time NDC for a no small scale mine omo nyina omo pamo omo dwum ema ye nua e take over wa obera be ye dwum wa na sase so na the commercial brand
I see
so yes obi anim eye open knowledge e wa be mantem and it is not just around Abia Kadea Kwetia or Dawa eba osino babia almost a point mantem there babia good as will be obetini din e wo hosa and sabe because na offer and the MPP regional chairman at that time untino why grab na kwakokan at that time
na say doc as we carry Akufo-Addo time ye
yes Akufo-Addo time ye
I see
and no na man no akukuduro say we na ese be wanya sika dia and no mama medina Madina no me contest Madina as tidipa me kese no MPP parliamentary candidate etino enye ade a eye asenfoforo a trade union congress for na omo enomatuma babe onveli ade a ewo hodadaada na ene no sebe ewo se omo eche me constituency chairman ebam
doc all can in such a way say unji the TUC for can in na is that what you want to say?
They are trying to equalize because
so which means you don't believe it?
No, I mean because me constituency chairman kompo no me minimum say no or trading diamond adwuma or yes 50 bra me hu no 2014 a oba be ye constituency chairman e wo ho obi edi no onye onipa foforo since 2014 and oba ye constituency chairman
But chairman say unim ne dada say oye legal trader in diamond.
Yes.
Say ne one nanamo to illegal dealings. E kwa nwa.
Oh, minia, I said ye were Ansah or Tradia. And ye were Ansah or Bapu, and Ameboa, or Munina Ansah for. And until ye to me, Kase Kuma say, ye knew Omoa, Omoto good, Omoto diamond, Omo Juma, dear Omo aiding or air conjure. Ye to me, Kasa, Obian Wa, or Becas will be beer, Kuma say, all tone good, will be beer, all tone diamond piano. The Juma would, you know. Apubo anase illegal anase or to free galamsey for her anase or no aka say galamsey. I know see na me ka say TUC for na say come boy. No mo ka so oh yakohu ese chairman bibi a o ye ndisi akwati akonso si chairman no. Na safe eda ha. Ha na O2.
Almost say Robert no. Ana as to how onya documents the J concessions ne dey omo antimi ankyere but almost say Robert no concession kakaka enti dia when I make can say
and public knowledge obi our payment and
no say almost say documents are ono Robert no de nenam e bon wo samna ne say ono no ne bibia wo ye no illegal no ana chairman bibi agye saade no esan say aban sisa enti Robert Suro se wan hwa no be kire no enti o de document na kwakwa ma eye Robert your friend say chairman bibi ana chairman bibi use the same work na Robert Lamte no so as they speak no documents no e wo bibi wa bibi na e bo 5 ema Robert
sana TUC for Neka omo akwakwakwo akwakwo bibi ho akohu se Robert nkrata wo bibi ho e na ode ye adwuma e wo ehesa sabe galam se no yanya no okokoam omo A2 gold omo e kaso omo se asase omo se nsuo ni ade no sanya kokoam adwuma no omo ye no so they should be factual. Yes, ye nyina ye pese ye boa e me ye ko sabe ye wo appointment ma ye campaign na ye win power no sabe obi enu ho na oba ye se me ye minor etimi sika me de e ba be boa mo campaign yi enu ntino ya ba power yi no e be ye hu ye wo appointment me be ye hu e se ye be ko e ye guarantee ne
ba doc
yes
TUC wo hwe omamudie ni integrity krama TUC will not mention Chairman Bibi for anything if they don't know exactly what they are talking about.
Let me Akroma say TUC yeti omo ehu omo jumadi omudi the last abai omo ekko ya kan say omo kani nyina yen kamum
but chairman I don't think we original chairman on free wo musa wo mo na because eye nyina na ebuase ye beko saade we eni so obi ko hu bibi no obeka near rubbish no off obi ko hu bibi no obeka like institution we enye obi o enye individual an institution like TUC don't you think say we are hurting ourselves?
No, we must also fight this fight with credible information. I was say credible information and the concern and kui. Ubia pese ye con sa ekui na ye di enkunim. And also interest sabe say true that no ye twetwe enkofo edin fam. Sabe enei me ba bonten na kon ye pese ye kunti no. Be be allegation say nana Bobie Ansah asase bia ebia eda friends abompe no eye wo na utu enu ti no me ye dede say wo na wutu a at the end of the day no sabe I may be pretending say me boa am yakon but na me twi wudi so afa nuamu a enye no kre enu ti that's what I'm saying say they have not done anybody good. They should give us further and better particulars. Sabe now they are saying say Robert Epipes and a walk bibi ho hefa and all yes sir mine no hefa na bibi yes sir mine no let us go and verify all this.
me pacho so podium ma me na menya adwuma bi emra sesia pacho minim say wo mre so but nkomo we hia me mesre wa anti so podium ema me Dr. Kwabena Nyako to your Deputy General Secretary TUC. Over Kwabena, Akwaba.
Hello.
Over Kwabena, Akwaba. Boko de. Yeah, Akwaba so bank crying. Over Kwabena, ye dim komo. Sesia na me frɛ unua Dr. Kevo, on na ye regional chairman. Emma ndisi na me busa ne se. Ne chairman fact finding back one yenua kenasik benum koyeye ya antehwe ene nyame adom TUC akonna ntimu a mo anyi obi aka pre mo anyi obi asempoa mo ana mo dudo mo akohu nipa mienu eye Robert Lamte ena chairman bibi ena na me busa ne se ono no ninua chairman bibi no one na kasa wate ho asem ne ho asem te sei every say we nyina ade aye kutia ena Dr. Kevo ka say want me ama any further details enti ama asem no mu aye wo mu nya kakra ya wo mu se da entiase yi me pacho wo yi ano say
edi kan me do ase for the part I joined Galamsey say Japan and some of them you can someone for enum apapem into no say party no aban
ya try say ya bese anya TUC penny back yeah me producer try na break into pacha na amana position hu ye kakra ade we no eni kwai say sebe ye nyina no ba ye gida so maka NDC supporters omompe katasumu mu aso senka MPP supporters esua same enka ade we no ye betumi akontu ase yɛn forget the ohye NDC me wo NDC ni na akɔfa wasɛm ba na sampa na chairman bibi maka menua no sɛ manya ne nekora me amefa phone afrɛ no na mabusa no if you say nyina no we are worried ade we enya ntokwa keto akora na JM akasa yɛn kono yɛni abre papa mama san ko me am name Dr. Kwabena Nyako doc Wadaroma, edem.
Yo, nti the American say, ye edin ye bobo ya tini nyina no. Ye ti edin free community, which is enum apapemu. Ankofo ke ka kire ye. Na the security agencies, government, party no epeso mu huna kodo de etia. They should go to enum apapemu. They should also check with your friend say Minerals Commission. Any or more license who holds the license or the lease for that area. Ayin Swano and Numa Pepenu, South Forest, who holds the legal license for mining in that area. Or
me come say me tie we interview bi na o ka say mo findings ni bi kire say Robert Lamte no na ekura paper no e na say no chairman bibi no e say aban sesa ye ni nti no wono wage paper no dey bo 5 ama Robert sanity
sama e ho mo ka kire no ma paper.
Oh okay na che say obi na ebom amane sa but munni evidence.
Nipa bebre when you see Galante fight no as I said you hun asem keto abi e be no security agencies ne aban eto to Galante fight asia oni akire no onko busam ye but it is so clear that aban should be able to be katre say obi woli ewo enum apapem and then the areas, adjoining areas, will do a license to a home. Will be a war concession or home. Find this any part. What
was that question, Mum? What was that question, Mum? But their Okra license near different from the Nidin Tarahum.
You see, it is not easy to put people's name out there like that. But as part of the stronger commitment to fight galamsey, let the security agencies take the matter forward. It's so easy for them to go to Anuma and hear for themselves the stories we heard. It is so easy for them to check Minerals Commission who has the license or the concession for those areas, and what are those people doing?
Kwabena wadaruma mesumi ya Kwabena na what me report officially ama whichever authority say the muko hu yeni and mo person mo investigation me busa wade we on the basis say sa yewra otumfo so Emma be an eye 4-year investigation be somewhere last year or last 2 years. No mkoduedue mu ahunu se ohini bi e wa shanterenya. Wono also wa shankro of galamsey fuachi. Eno tu for friend se watu no. Na ye nyina ye hwe animu se enka security agencies no be pick up the matter because yewura otumfo se that na badwam e ka asem no. Na yewura sente sank wonka etese de TUC akai pepepepepe sabi of Kwabena bia onim de adri chairman bibi umoni din fa nya hwe unya hwe mfrim fu wiase so some of us are some of us are presse ye betu ade we ase no we are tempted to believe say munim de moka mo de asem we adan security agencies officially say mo call fact finding no say na muhu yenti they should take the matter up and now say mo jama security no omo be fa omo mfa omo nyai.
Okay, yeah official report be to dia you can confirm the structures of the teams no ebeshia wo the ma ye kofu ye no na area ye de ya yensun so ndi peace aban se so ye to ade na ye de atuta saa meetings no enya enye de emma so na to say the open say otumfo an kese atuna kunyam aka na security agencies no nyina na ho obi anya ya I wonder say prayer can on be
na just baby I do no you say enye ye
maybe me see say galamsey there say won kwofo omkuta license ban the license na ma wo aban na aye mbara say utimi tu agudie ewo forest reserve na abana ne Ghana for nyina ehunu se sa license na de man go no almost say the forest reserve almost two board we yin so na say aban no ewo political will en kasa airline na no kasi ye twem na dada enti and it's possible aban bit me twem aban so otutu nyame en charge no owo major super majority of parliament and may you whom Brabby under certificate of agency introduce no a VA extra near pastor. And you know, all it is possible we can fight galamsey, and all we need is political will. But having said that, you know, from our findings, you know, galamsey is a very complex thing. There are a nebulu baby as to say normal livelihood, you know. But saying to me, crown so poor man. I didn't even say you would dear. Yeah, moved a good deal. The forest reserve would dear. Yeah, moved into a good deal. That could be a beginning, a starting point. I bet me I shall see this talk.
Asem no adding. And a no me producer ne mpani friend because na mo kasa fe na mo put me report no together nti ofa Kwabena memo ahome wo ba nkran ye ni Mama Chichum Bebre, more put report together of a frame na me memra office. Na memra major report to be. Na yenye ho adwuma. But can suggest to say before we be mo report no krano, mo engage security agencies to pick up this matter because this matter is a very classic case of two individuals from each political party divide. Ebinum feel say mo said na mo kotwe NDC for do mo baba bewuremu. Ndika mo de mass security for no mo sha ase ye ho adwuma enke nyina ye behunu ba bi a suicide board ye ehunu be kwa kogu.
Yeah, no media for hobby or munyere hu atin sam na ye kan. E dey ni be nya frame say ye twen NDC for the eba bewura. Ndem fa so ni be nya frame. Yeah, nya man yosem.
Over, yeah, that's baby. Yo, Mate. All right, so you go back to a regional chairman, Keva. Doc, wouldn't you say what Moko drew a year a papa me TUC deputy general secretary? No, was it just a chroma for you? Check my baby, check my baby, check my baby, check my baby. Yo, Mate Mura.
What's it a hearsay? Near man for a canon. Now, no, dear, once I will be ever Bobie being a war, guarantee Queen Mubiano, was to say, was a penny for ADHD, normal issue. Na no cray woman on the betuja. Sana or cana, that is fine. Or if you almost almost method, no. Once a baby will be doing or not use the boss or not. Men now no my bunny dean media tuja, as or no crown as a CBA, and that a chibia papa mucran on the two. Not as I says IGP, and a 9 months for a cock fan on that if you could be. No home commona omutiti no mo hese o mo hwe ni trate mu ne 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 ma hese no kra say if the akwanya no wo na say aban no wo the next resources say if bi obebo bi adin so boni timu aka say obi the suspect obi me honya mani adibia no and so mo call on a wild goose chase and we feel that is what will solve the problem. That is fine, but as for say they didn't do anybody good. Ese omonam na adwuma omo so ka omo koye serious investigation na ka omo de results papa aba na apakoye hearsay no. For me, I'm disappointed. Me did say nya ade a omo eboa obi a se nye dum seye ene ade a me did say nye friends SOB eboa obi because famna said the nyina ye yitu no serious matter. And until no Ansah say you be come out. Nia ka say ampa asumasi e na eye adwuma e wa ha. Na adwuma o ye no se be nsu ese kwaye ese asase e na ho ne amane ade. Na wa ye adwuma wa ye investigation adu baby. It is not just SOTC for person don hu dim near to some so eboa in the Galamsey fight no. Utuka kudu ku bi so. Now be sata why not so ya juma ha no be din keka na wa maso na wo dia ba betuja. I think say we should
yeah ntina o ma task o ma sre security agencies they say come pick up the matter and start investigations.
No, that is fine. That is fine. I know there sabe accountability there sabe vendetta in accountability there fine and me pepe and I na yepe. But what I'm saying is homo method now mo use na abudia keka no. One way ya so oman nye edumaden kakra nka ho na just abudia keka they will lead the 9 months team and the security agencies on the wild goose chase because what china be met me abo wudin na ese ba be di akiri no ma bo list welding na ese be di akiri na babo be fufuo din kwampache na ese ono so yakoko di akiri. That will be a wild goose chase. Enunti ese ka omo take long time no so omo ye adwuma ni ye no mo nya core evidence, but said on wakasa admit it was just a hearsay idea and omo dia ba betu jan which will not help anybody.
One chama bibi akasa.
Yes. Sama friends and information no buy no bibisa no ehwasem and sabi he's even surprised efe obi kwapo bebo ni din e de atare bibisa
na mobile try some engage TUC for further particulars.
We are all interested in making sure that Saturday we be guys and until know if they have done some serious work about it. And then Dr. Eke said the orchestra or more approach and say Omudu Kunmani Abu Bisani Abu Dina when their money are done. Now so my serious investigation. Oma go further just the beyond the name calling no. Oma ye further investigation. I core evidence being there. But you said they will help the NIMOS team, they will help the ministry, they will help the security agencies in fighting it better, rather than say I think say it's better say Jumano go beyond just the name calling or not to me Abuai. But I believe say yeah, now my mouth background say yeah, appointment term say leaders say political figures say say yeah regional minister, say yeah regional chairman, say yeah party regional executive be anywhere or they gonna say Nidiaka. And until we support fully any fight be against the offense illegal mining or appointment term.
Doc, I cry for me that's it.
So that's it.
Yo. All right. Me producer will say, Oko, more French, my baby.
My friend be 4 times. Kwame Kwachin, so a friend be more than 6 times or so.
But no, they booking it.
Now we're booking a wajia to Muso be Kasa. But their friends are on fire. We don't know the reason why. So why
okay. All right. Into your man for must send a message. He said, adding to the French, my baby, no. That's it. Yeah, try say and sabit to me I cannot. But I think our conversation we a conversation yebekoswa ADHD na ya hwe bia bekwa kosi mama fana se Emma Edom na ye wadwuma another interview bia ano hye pa ye ba ye de ba betudwa na happy birthday to you once again Alhaji Sinari ambassador to Saudi Arabia. Nyame insha onomo omwa ontinene enchiro da amen. I'll be back.
Will establish, and so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork. Spend public funds wisely and judiciously. Reject opulence. And never forget, your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. Example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting.